Doing well, dude. Doing well. Have you had a haircut? Looking fresh. Well, that's like as close as I meant, but you know. But the front as well. So, did you ever watch the remake of Hawaii 5-0? Well, you should have, because that was cool anyway. But Dano, one of the main characters, just has his hair same as yours, like shaved at the sides and long at the top, but it all just gets swept back at the top and gelled in place. That's what you should do.
I'm muted. That was silly. Thank you very much to the host, Jake. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's the Monday 40k show. We're just talking about how I shaved my head this weekend. A little bit shorter than I normally would. I still don't know what to do with the top. That's what we were saying. We don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But welcome to the Monday show. Hello, Jay. How are you?
Doing well, dude.
Good.
Doing well.
Good. Me too.
I'm assuming everyone could see my half of things as well. So. See, even Viking says slightly less hobo.
Slightly less hobo. Well, thank you. Yeah, I just don't know. I was gonna cut
hobo with a B.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
I was gonna cut the sides. Sorry, the top, so it didn't like dangle down as much. But then Georgia was like, "Oh, but your hair won't sit properly," and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't do anything. I don't want to cut it now. What if it doesn't work? What if it goes badly?" So that was it.
If it goes badly, you basically treat it as an exercise in slash and burn agriculture and just set fire to the damn thing and see what happens.
Yeah, true, very true. So yeah, so that's what I was doing yesterday, whilst preparing for the Curse City stream, which went down really well. So if you tuned in, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad.
Thank you very much to the host, Stats and Des. Really appreciate it, man. So guys, can you let me know if the audio is okay? We had a few issues last week. Didn't realise. The audios that you got.
Mikey's hair.
Yes, audio we got to watch out for. There's me talking. There's Jay talking. There's the alerts, but there's also the music. Is it okay? Can you hear it all? Is it too loud or too quiet? Please let me know if you can. That'd be really, really cool. Jay's a bit quiet.
Hear is Mikey's talking too much, because you know that's the entire premise of the show. All right, so you got a problem with that, you're in the wrong place.
There's no music. Okay.
I could sing, but no one wants to hear that either. So.
How's that? Can you hear the music now? I can see it's making audio.
This is good.
The alerts are pretty quiet. Well, it's okay if the alerts are pretty quiet then. That's fine. Barely audible. The problem is that the more I turn the music up, the more Jay gets quiet. So I'll turn the music up a little bit more. And then I'll turn Jay up a little bit more as well. Just to balance that.
And then I would talk with my big booming voice.
Have Jay speak more. So try again. Jay, how are you?
I'm doing really well, dude. I think we've covered this ground already, but just in the interest of creating new, fresh, and original content.
And sometimes we talk over each other.
I will tell you how I am.
Yeah, that was great.
We do occasionally talk over each other.
That was good. That was a good sound test. So maybe, guys, if you can... I'm going to listen to my stream back. Just to try and have a listen.
Did you just clip it to listen to?
No, I'm just going to play it live, just like an absolute G unit. Because if I keep talking, then by the time I get onto my stream, it'll be delayed enough that I'll have some talking that I can listen to.
Nice, I like it.
Adverts. Hashtag monetize.
Gotta love those adverts. Yeah. Oh, I see. This is how you become a professional YouTuber and streamer. You watch your own ads.
Yes, exactly that. You make money. Free money. Okay, so the music is there.
I can hear me talking. I think I sound okay.
Yeah, you sound good. So the music is still a little bit quiet, but that's okay because I can turn the music up ever so slightly, and maybe put it there. It's getting quieter.
So how are you guys finding the new hashtag soundcheck part of the stream? Like, I think it's an exciting new element.
I think it's great.
In what Mikey and I do, this is good content for all of you.
Yeah. There we go. I think that's okay. So we've got music, we've got Jay, we've got me, we've got you, and we've got the 40k show. So welcome. This is the live stream that we do every single Monday at 6 PM. I'm obviously joined by the lovely Jay from twitch.tv/NoHotMiniatures.
why was there such a pause and a little like?
Did you see my hand
before the word lovely?
I did. I tried to show you off. Hey, thank you very much for the raid, Mr. Runaway Train. You absolute G in it. We got a runaway train.
Like, lovely.
Well, thank you very much for the host, the raid, man. Welcome to the stream. It's the Monday 40k show. We're feeling good. We're feeling Gucci. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. How was your stream? What were you up to today?
I've got both of my hands on the model in front of me. I can guarantee I'm not feeling my Gucci.
Maybe you are feeling Gucci, and that's the problem. Okay.
I hope you wash your hands afterwards, mate.
I always wash my hands. It's the most important number one rule. Number one rule.
I've got a very funny thing to tell you in a minute about washing hands to do with the whole COVID. And it's something I overheard when, but pre-original OG lockdown. So just remind me about washing hands, and I'll tell you the story. But carry on doing what you're doing, brother.
I'm waiting for you to tell me this story.
Oh, is that how you were there? So you know how when lockdown first came out, it was like, wash your hands for 20 seconds and, make sure it's frequent and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I was in town. I was walking back from, so I bought a sandwich for lunch to go back to the office. And I was stuck behind these two women. And we'll say that neither one of them was going to be a contestant on Mastermind. And one of them was bemoaning the whole keep your hands clean lockdown thing. I couldn't understand why she was having a whinge, to be honest. But she said, these government people, they're not very clever. Have they met my kids? And in my head, I'm like, I kind of hope they haven't met your kids, because that would be weird.
That would be
funny. For a variety of different reasons, but it would be weird.
Yeah.
And the next words out of her mouth were, how am I going to get them to wash their hands every 20 seconds? Oh, no.
Put them in the bath and leave them there. That's right. Dear.
Some people thought that the message wasn't always clear, but I think that woman definitely didn't get the message at all.
Missed a trick there. Missed a trick. Oh dear. Anyway, let me say hello to all the lovely people who tuned in on this lovely day. It's sun shining today. I've spent the entire day inside as a normal hobbyist, and I hope you have too. Who we got? Over on Twitch, we got Viking. We got Jake's 2 pence. We got Viking again. We've also got Decker. We've also got Where the Fnords. And we also got Mr. Moon tuning in. Over on YouTube, we got Magoo, we got Daniel, we got Lord Endos, we got Akuno, we got JB, we got Harry Lane, we got Carl, and Devil's Brush, and Stewie Lee. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. It is hype time. It's the Monday 40k show. Again, we are live at the same time every single week, and we have been for going on a year now. Going on a year. Yeah.
Good.
We're feeling good. We're feeling great. We're going to talk about all the cool things that we've experienced this week together. We're going to consoling each other, or we're going to talk about 40k. We never really know.
It's going to be a variety show. I mean, that's really what we have, because it's not always just 40k. Sometimes it's other things.
Some things that have just appeared, like sometimes we talk about Age of Sigmar or Curse City more recently. Sometimes we talk about that time Jay met that random.
I want in the comments.
Sometimes we talk about that woman that Jay met in a shop once who didn't know what about washing her hands.
Yeah, it's going to make her kids wash their hands every 20 seconds.
Every 20 seconds.
Those kids are going to grow up with the world's most cracked knuckles. Is all I can think of.
Yes. Also, Hellstorm guy's in the chat. Hello, Hellstorm guy. I love to see me in the chat.
It's not you.
It is. I mean, it is. I'm the Hellstorm guy.
You're a Hellstorm guy now.
I'm the.
Just a Hellstorm guy.
It was sunny when
you were the original one.
Yeah, that's true. And all these guys are merely imitations.
Oh right. They all take consideration before you, clearly.
It was sunny, went for a run, and it snow miles out. Chili balls. Why not? I should have proofread that first. Yeah, it did snow here yesterday. It snowed a little bit this morning as well. So
I woke up this morning. It was cold and it was grey, and then we had hail, and then we had snow, and I taught a painting lesson. And I finished the lesson. I turned around, and the sun was out. What the is going on? Just pick a weather system and go with it, please.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was quite funny because like our house faces like south, so like we get like a really big shadow in the morning over the back of the house, and then it like that's not going to tell you where I live, by the way. It's just a random direction. And then it like as the sun came over, the snow melted.
South-facing house somewhere in the UK.
As the sun comes over, like it obviously casts a shadow with the house. So where the shadow was, it was snow, and then where it wasn't snow. It was very bizarre. You know, it was like two worlds. It was very cool.
Very strange. I remember I used to work in a greengrocer's in like an arcade. You know, sometimes in small towns you get like an indoor arcade kind of thing. Yeah. Whereas just a load of shops and just a ceiling where the walkway goes. And quite frequently, it'd be pissing down with rain, but only at one end of the arcade. So you stand outside the shop, turn left, rain, turn right, sunshine.
Yeah.
What is this?
Bizarre. Get on Google Maps and keep shouting enhance until it shows where Mikey lives. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
Zoom and enhance.
So, Jay, what have you been up to this week? Anything exciting? Anything exciting this week, or has it been fairly normal? Any cool 40k things happen this week?
I don't think we've had any 40k things happen this week.
But to you personally,
aside from the fact we're slightly, that's what I mean. Yeah. Apart from the fact we're slightly closer to being able to play indoors.
We are ever so slightly closer as of last week.
That's it. Let's see. I've done a lot of work on the Custodies Commission. We're painting a load of dreadnoughts, so we've got these bad boys.
Love that
going on. Did a really good video over on Patreon how to do your power swords exactly like this. But I just really like this color scheme. Purple and gold looks really, really sick. We are about halfway through getting the votes in for the color scheme for our Tyranid army. We're doing our raffle 4 on our stream anniversary at the end of this month, where you could win one of 3 full armies.
Nice. Busy boy.
Yeah, very busy. How about you, dude? What about you?
Not a great deal in terms of 40k, won't lie. Been a bit of a quiet week, but I also feel like it's been really busy. You know?
Fair.
Not a great deal has happened, I won't lie.
Well, there you go, guys. That was a 40k show. Thanks for tuning in.
That was it, yeah. I've got 2 great videos that are coming out very soon. I obviously did the merchandise unboxing last week. That's hopefully going to be a video this week, so if you missed that, you can watch it on YouTube. Me and Georgie were sporting some of the worst merch yesterday on the live stream. I
did notice that you were wearing a t-shirt that's like, I love it when my boyfriend lets me play Warhammer.
Yeah, exactly that. And Georgie was wearing the worst printed Space Marine jumper ever.
It does look horrifyingly naff.
It is horrifyingly naff. But it's comfy. But also last week, I did spend like 2 days packing these bad boys. So if you are in the UK, you've probably already got yours. If you're outside the UK, then it's on its way. It should arrive to you soon. But the brand new Shield Wall shirts finally came in. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty fresh, which is good.
I wish to make a complaint about my shirt.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, yeah, I did receive mine. And it does have the traditional, like, brand new printed t-shirt smell, which is nice.
Yeah. What else does it smell of, Jay?
It smells a little bit, just a little bit, of Mikey's poo, because he sent me a note that said, I wiped my ass with this. Thanks for your order.
I did promise you.
Firstly, thank you for your odor. But equally, it didn't come with a big set of objectives, and so whoever gets them, I will buy them from you.
I know who they went to.
But you should do.
They've received them, and they said thanks. I mean, I think that's the end of it. But yeah, it was a chap called Max, a long-time supporter of the channel, who won. Georgie did a random draw whilst we were packing. We basically just laid out all the t-shirts and threw them, and then it was kind of like, you know, that game, I don't know what game it's called. It's very, it's very classic, where you have like hoops and you have like a stick and you have like a series of sticks, and the smaller one you get it on, you get more points. You know which one I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, do you know what it's called? Yeah, let's call it Hoopla. We basically played Hoopla.
Nice.
I'm kidding, we did it random.
That's cool.
But yeah, so we gave away a set of objectives.
I feel if you were throwing something trying to aim it at a target, it was random anyway.
I didn't throw it. But yeah, so if you did order a shirt, it's either on its way or you've already got it, which should be good. So again, UK is like within a day, so you should have got it like Wednesday, Thursday last week. Outside of that,
easily.
It's, you know, the mystical postman, so you're just kind of hoping that he like flies over your area like Father Christmas at like Christmas time, basically, and hopes he comes down your chimney on one day.
Eats all your mince pies.
Yeah, exactly.
Drinks all your brandy.
Exactly. And
that sounds a lot like my postman, actually.
Drops off a cool t-shirt. I mean, my postman has a nice pair of leggings, so which I still haven't got a refund back for, by the way.
You know.
So if anyone doesn't know, I ordered some hot pants from hot pants, not hot pants, or leggings.
It's now become hot pants.
I ordered some leggings from Wild Bangarang for the worst merch meme, and they haven't turned up yet. And it's been like a month and 9 days.
Shocking.
Shocking. Terrible service. Do not recommend Wild Bangarang whatsoever.
Home of official Warhammer merch.
Yes, official my arse. Officially late. Thank you very much for the follow, Saint212114. That was wrong. Saint21214. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you?
What I will say about your t-shirt, actually, just in case anybody is wondering that this is not solicited, Mikey doesn't know I'm about to say this. And he's now dreading what I'm about to say as well, so we just sort of steadily build this up.
Fucking shit, pal.
I am very surprised by the quality of the print in a good way. Like, I didn't think they'd be this crisp. I
just want to say thank you very much to Danger Mouse for the sub. Really appreciate it, man.
Actually, I'd like to say thank you to Danger Mouse. You were the highlight of my childhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got really, really bright colours, like yellow and orange with a gradient on them. You've got bright blues, and they all come up really, really well on these shirts. So,
how's your small board gang one doing? Is it okay? Has the colour faded or anything?
I've only worn it once.
Oh, okay. Not a good example then.
No, I buy a t-shirt to support your channel because I like the design. But like a lot of things that are like covered in massive logos and stuff, I tend to just not wear them.
Yeah, fair.
More of a subdued kind of black t-shirt kind of guy, really.
That's cool. That makes sense. I was going to say, like, I wear mine all the time and the colour hasn't dropped out, but I was going to get you to say that because I can't say that because I'm selling them.
You can say that because you can back it up by the fact that you've still got your small ball gang t-shirt that you're still wearing on stream every now and again.
Yeah, it's true.
I tried to get out of the drawer, but for the Necron stream I did for the last Necronathon, because the minimum t-shirt with the Necron, like, thinking hard, I thought would have been a brilliant shirt to wear.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was buried too far down in the drawer for me to get to early in the morning. I was running around before the stream trying to get everything ready in time.
Fair. But yeah, so basically we would normally sell the next design this month and then ship it next month. But because of the issues that I had with this t-shirt, because it was delayed, basically I don't have the design ready. Because I didn't want to like start selling a shirt when people haven't even received the last one. So we're going to bump it to next month. So I've got a cool idea for it though. I just need to finish contacting the artist. But it's going to be more like a more subtle design, I think, unless something crazy happens this month. I've contacted a couple of tattoo artists to do a cool design on a t-shirt.
It's a tattoo artist that does all my designing, actually.
Yeah, makes sense.
They're really good designers for a lot of things because they have to be able to deal with lots of different disciplines. Because somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I want a tattoo of, I don't know, like Deadpool all up my back." You've got to be able to do comic book style.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a tattoo of my dad that passed away. Here's his face. You've got to be able to do portraits. You know, you have to have a bit of a wide-ranging like set of abilities, which is really, really important. And
yeah, for sure.
T-shirt design, that makes it really, really good.
Yeah. And it also means you can get lots of different styles from one person.
Yeah. So go, Jake.
Yeah.
If because there's no Hellstorm shirt coming out this month, if you're desperate for a new T-shirt, then tune into the stream tomorrow night. We'll be launching our new merch store.
Bloody hell. That was a good segue for you, wasn't it?
I know. I just slid that one in there like the most beautifully fitted shoe. It's just like... Cinderella's fucking glass slipper didn't go on that well.
Yeah, brilliant. I haven't worn my Hellstorm bolt or ever worn much. It's fairly seasonal. I mean, you could wear it in the summer if you want. It's not the weather for a jumper.
Did you get the tank top one?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't wear that today. You'd end up with like.
You could have worn it today. It's snowing. It counts. It counts. It counts. But however, Mr. J, what we're going to talk about today? Well, I've got a couple of topics. I thought we could address the red elephant in the room.
The pig elephant in the room.
Yeah, let me find some music and then we'll go into it.
Oh, people in the comment section, just get ready. Warm up your keyboards, crack your knuckles. You're going to love this.
Exactly. So, we spoke about a new model a couple of weeks ago, and it's safe to say it didn't go down very well.
I don't know. I think the comment section was very divisive, which was a lot like our opinions. So.
Yes, and someone has today, obviously it got announced today, what we're going to talk about. Someone today has written a comment on this video that I'm talking about, the one about the beast snagger. Someone has gone to that video and copy and pasted the Warhammer website at me, but a quote from it being
what?
Their appreciation for the old ways and their disregard for more complex Orky technology leads many of the Snakebite clan to become beast snaggers. But they've just copy and pasted it with no context. They've just gone Snakebite become beast snaggers as if it's an epic epic win, but it wasn't. It was weird.
I don't think any part of it is an epic win, and that includes the model itself.
However, what we're talking about, let's have a look. We've also got a new design. Welcome to the new design.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
We're talking about this model that we spoke about 2 weeks ago. We basically both agreed it didn't look very 40k, and also I didn't like it, and Jay doesn't like Age of Sigmar. But today they've shown off another beast snagger model, or a squig boy, as we're going to call him from now on. They've talked about another squig boy.
Just in case we said a wrong thing by accident.
It's not even that. It's just you don't want to sound like saying the wrong thing, even if you aren't saying the right thing.
Yeah, nobody wants an army full of beast snaggers, right?
So, basically, we're talking about this guy. This is a new miniature that they're showing off today. Another squig rider. Orc squig rider, they've called it, or orc squig boy. I think that's literally what they're called.
No idea.
Let me find it. It was on Instagram.
Yeah, even a no-nonsense goth can look at a squig hog. They're calling them squig hogs.
Squig hogs. Okay, we'll call it squig hog from now on. It's called an orc squig hog boy. That's what it's called on Twitter.
Brilliant.
So they've showed off another orc squig hog boy. That's a bit of a mouthful, actually. It doesn't sound like it should be, but it is. Which is essentially what looks like another guy from, let's say, the same unit. I imagine it's going to be a unit of 3 in a box.
Yeah.
Likely
with a war boss version and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and I will say, this squig hog looks like it's from 40k. It's got a robot leg. He's got dynamite. He's got a rocket-propelled spear with a button that looks very sci-fi. And what else do I need? Eye. He's also got a bionic eye with hazard stripes. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no skulls on this miniature, so that did throw me off. But this looks like 40k. This looks like Age of Sigmar. Even though they are like the same kit, you know. They're going to be in the same kit.
It's amazing how just and I appreciate on the first one, yes, there's that little nod to 40k in the little cog thing on his axe and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's there, right? But if you looked at it and you weren't told it was 40k, your initial thing would be, oh, it's Sigma. You look at this, your initial thing is, oh, it's 40k. And that was one of the things I didn't like about that original model. It's probably the worst example of a 40k miniature from this unit for this set. Yeah,
exactly. Whereas this one, it's just a different angle as well, isn't it? You know, I think you said that just before the stream. It was like it's such a better angle
what's going on
to see that it is 40k. There's just those little extra details, such as the mechanical leg, the robot eye, that just adds to it to make it look like it's 40k, whereas I don't think it did.
Definitely.
And I stand by that. I don't think this looks like a 40k model. I don't care. Sub now. I don't care. But this does. This does look like a 40k model, and I like this guy. I like him, everyone. Please don't hate me. I just don't like this one.
I like the look of the squig a lot more in this, because you can see a bit more about what's going on. And it definitely has that sort of cyborg influence, which is really cool. It's also got a little bit more of a sense of movement, and because you're not taking the photo almost like head on with it, you see a little bit more depth, and it doesn't look too much like a pig. It still has the snout and things, but it doesn't. Like, it's not. Oh my god, it's a pig rider.
I think this is more. I think that what we're trying to say is this is more flattering for the squig hog. Whereas this isn't not very flattering. It just looks a bit strange, and I think that's what it is. It's very much a divided. It is a divided community about it. Like, we got a lot of hate saying we didn't like it, but at the end of the day, it is subjective. Well, you did, yeah. Age Sigmar is a great game. Please love me. Ignore Jay. He's just an ominous voice. No one cares about him.
I am the voice of the Mr. Ons. There are still things about the model that I'm not super sold on, and it's actually got nothing to do with the squig or the fact that it doesn't look in 40k, or how Snakebites used to write. It's literally nothing to do with that. I think that the two miniatures they have riding it, both the Orc and the Grot,
you're not a fan,
are somewhat bland looking. They don't have, like, if you look at some of the more recently produced Orcs, you've got Gazi, who obviously is a special case, so let's ignore him. But you've got what's his face and Nickit, Gorzag and Nickit. And Gorzag looks ripped, okay? But this is an Orc that's a traditional 40k Orc, and sure, he's the size of a knob, so he's got a little bit more like heft to him, and he looks a bit more muscular. But if these guys are the savage Orcs, normally when you think something is savage, you think that it is like a bit more feral. And I'd expect to see them a little bit more toned, and they just look a little bit like they work out, but they don't work out. I think
on that regard,
got a little fat.
Yeah, I think on that regard, we can't see much of the miniature because it's covered by a big armor plate on both pictures.
Sure, but you've got these big arms, and this leads me to something that you don't see very often from Games Workshop. And I wanted to raise it. Like, you've got these big tattoos that they've put on the miniature. Kind of Polynesian style, just geometric shapes and just black on skin tone.
I think they look quite
I
cool.
love tattoos like that. It's great. But I don't see this done on very many miniatures that Games Workshop produce at all. And part of me is wondering if the painters that have done these minis have done it because if they hadn't, there'd be just this like absolutely blank canvas on the skin.
Yeah, maybe.
Whereas on some of the more like defined Orcs with the more muscle tone and things like that, you don't really need to do that because you've got a lot of interest there. You've got your difference in contrast and shades.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's an issue they're finding with making the new Orcs, because the Orcs are quite squatty, aren't they? Currently, they're really like bulked down, all hunched together, and now they're trying to spread out a bit because obviously the modelling techniques have massively improved in the past few years, and now they're going back to doing Orcs. So maybe that's an issue they're finding. But also, we're only seeing one angle, so who knows? But all I'll say is I love this miniature compared to this one. This is an Iron Jaw, okay? I don't care what people say. This is an Iron Jaw. This is a 40k boy, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love its artwork as well. But again, the bionicle eye right there, Yeah.
I think the artwork, and you can see the tattoos are on the artwork.
Yeah.
There as well. They've got them. I think the artwork looks a lot better than the mini. Like the shape of the squig's head.
I was about to say the
looks
squig
like
is
a
round.
Bill coming at you with teeth.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. But what they say, they've not really said much. Obviously, we don't need to read the article because someone posted it in my comment section. But well, basically, let's have a look. Yeah, they copied this part of it for some reason. This appreciation for the old ways and disregard more complex Orky technology, which makes sense, but also it doesn't mean that they can just be like an Age of Sigmar mini. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say on the matter. this is Age of Sigmar, this is 40k, but I'm all for it. Show me what you can do. I can't wait to see some painted, like, in different schemes. That's what I'm excited for.
Yes.
That's, like, the main thing. Yeah. Can't wait to see some blue squigs, some purple squigs, or maybe a rainbow squig. Like, imagine a squad where they're all, like, different colours. That would be so cool.
I can, but unfortunately I can also see that being done in contrast paint.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, also, for those watching live, you can see that there's a chat box on screen now, so make sure you say hello to YouTube, because this is the clip. Say hi to YouTube, frogs. So yeah, I love this artwork. I love this miniature. Again, it's not that I completely dislike it. I'm still, I stand by what I said. It just looks weird, but I think it'll look better if they're more leaning towards this rather than this.
Definitely.
And that's what I go.
Definitely. I hope there's some very good like modelers out there that get their hands on these, because these are I'd put money on them being single pose, monopose.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way that any part of that is monopose. That is set in stone as that. You might have a different weapon head, something like that. But
for sure. Well, that's the thing. I kind of touched on this last time I spoke about it. Like, any miniature from Games Workshop now is essentially like snap fit or like mono pose at least. No miniature is like fully posable anymore, like you would have tactical marines or anything like that.
Exactly.
You just don't. You don't get that anymore.
Assault Intercessors multi-part kit is a multi-part kit, but it isn't like, here's your legs, here's your bodies, here's your heads, make what you want out of it, is it? It's very much a case of like, here's number 1, here's number 2, and you just get 5 of them made, and that's your unit. You're sorted.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really, really hope there's some people out there that get hold of these that are wizards when it comes to converting. Like Harry in the comments at times,
Yeah, for sure.
He's a really, really good kit basher, converter, whatever. And what I don't want to see is an army with, let's say it comes as a box of 3 and there's like 6 head options in there. I don't want to see 18 that are all the same on the table.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not cool.
Well, we'll see. They might. They're probably going to come in a box of 3, I imagine. They might come in a bigger box. I don't know.
I think these are quite chunky.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's an Outrider base, but it might be.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, orcs are big.
I'm painting Reikenor now, and he's on like the old cavalry-sized base. That's the oval, so the same one that like the Cerberus rock doggos and stuff are on. Yeah. And that orc looks a lot more chunky than.
He does look quite chunky comparatively.
Base, So I think that might be an Outrider.
Yeah.
Also, it makes sense because they currently produce that base for literally 1 model, right? Unless something in Sigmar uses it.
I wouldn't know.
Well, the Chaplain on bike, the Outriders, and then maybe a Sigmar dude.
Yeah. As a Chaos Woman said, well, let's hope there's bits because the Eradicator box has 20 heads for 3 models. It's true. It's true.
Does it really?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Shit.
But yeah,
Go cheap.
But yeah, so new orcs are coming. Look at these. This one looks really cool. I'm looking forward to see if they do anything else from that initial video that we saw. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, there should be. I mean, they're like war bosses with grots on their backs, and there's definitely going to be some kind of war boss version of this. Because one thing I can't see this being, it's talking about an entire clan of orcs that have decided, no, actually, I'm going to be even more savage than my mates. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. It's going to be a clan and not a unit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, if they release, and I will completely forgive the line and the name of this faction, which I frankly despise.
Squig Hogs.
If they release grots on squigs as like squig hoppers back when you used to have in fantasy, and I think you now currently have in Sigmar.
You do have them in Sigmar.
I'll be cool with it. If they have those in 40k, I'm down.
Yeah.
As long as the grot has got a grenade or at least a rocket powered knife.
Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's have a look at the chat. saying hello to myself on YouTube. No thumbnail, how dare you? Yeah, I gave up today. I literally gave up. I didn't know what to do. Couldn't think of anything, so I stole it from the premium community. It was
Quality.
like, the original thumbnail was like, when Mikey uses the premium community for content, so to change content to thumbnail.
Nice.
And that was it. That was it. If you clicked it, well done, it worked. I'm still not selling these. This is too much AOS. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. They are very AOS. Can't lie there.
Yeah, the new one is a lot more 40k, and it looks like it fits into 40k. But the overall theme of it, I think I've made it pretty clear that I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know,
yeah,
that's just a personal opinion. So YouTube comments, flame on.
Flame on. Alpha's Omega, the Necromunda kits still have flexibility to their stuff, he says over on Twitch. Now that's interesting.
I think you have to for Necromunda though, don't you? Because that's a skirmish game where you can give your guys different equipment.
I suppose they are very customizable, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you look at like the recent kits, like probably like Death Guard was the last one, which was like multi-part-ish with the infantry squad, the Flame Marines. And it's a big itch because
they weren't really.
They're very limited.
Yeah, I think it was weapon option.
Yeah, for sure.
Thing you do, everything else, and I get it with kits like that because with a Space Marine it's very easy because he's neat, he's tidy. With a Death Guard miniature, they've got tentacles and things and stuff and guts, and in the case of the Lord of Virulence, apparently his nutsack hanging out.
Yeah, great
you've got
miniature.
all of these things to have to do.
Yeah.
And in the want that people have of like I want minis that are more visually exciting or in cooler poses or whatever other change that they would like to make to things, you have to sacrifice something, and sometimes that is just cool. You get that one mini, but that's what you get. You just get to build that one mini.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's craft knives out, get your green stuff, and
convert time, because that's what they're doing. Like a lot of the new kits are just like essentially a lot of them don't even have weapon options anymore, you know, especially because Space Marines have been so prevalent in the releases and the way Primaris have gone in terms of how their weapons are equipped, you know, like look at like Hellblasters, Intercessors, Blade Guard, Eradicators being the outlier with one guy who can change a weapon, you know, and it's just another melter. They don't.
Well, Hellblasters have 3 weapon options, which are the different end of a plasma gun, and one of them has a backpack. Yeah,
exactly, but it's still a plasma gun, you know? Like, Intercessors have 3 weapon options, but it's a bolt gun.
Yeah, but the weapon option on that, let's be honest, is you change the magazine.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't change the same arms. You change the magazine.
The model's the same. Like, you think, like, my Gatekeeper all back in the good old days is coming out now, but, like, look at, like, the Tactical Squad, the Vanguard Squad, the Stern Guard squad, they're all like, Devastator, they're all like interchangeable, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But you just don't get that anymore. And you've seen that for a while.
It makes it easy to do your own thing with your units and the sort of cross like contamination of kits. You know, you can decide that, well, actually I need to buy the Devastator kit because I really want that power axe that the Devastator Sergeant for some unknown reason could be armed with.
Yeah.
But I want that for my librarian.
For sure.
It just bought a massive range of stuff because it sort of fit around.
Yeah.
You might not find that so much with
newer kits,
non-marine kits.
Yeah,
the reason I say non-marine kits is because they are encased in this massive suit of armor. They all kind of look the same.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was looking at the Blade Guard kit, and that is like snap fit, you know? I call it snap fit. It's not snap fit, but it's like mono pose.
Yeah, it needs.
They go together one way, you know.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It's one of those things. It's kind of like it's a shame. It's not a big deal at the end of the day. But yeah, they just go together one way. You know, you have options, but you can't like completely customize them. It's like you have guy stroking the sword, or he's got one on his back. You know, you can't like mix and match.
Yeah.
You can't have him stroking his back, for example. You know, like you could with Tactical Marine. I don't know, it's doggy rubbish, but you know, one of those things.
Primaris elbows clearly don't bend as far as they used to.
No, exactly. No, exactly that.
You cross the Rubicon. Here is your back scratcher. You will need this, I promise you.
Carl says, I'm still irrationally annoyed that they keep making these new units no one asked for when so much of the range is 20 to 30 years old. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but here's an old miniature and it looks fucking great.
Yeah, Scourges are good. Yeah. Is that one of Marley's?
Yeah, these are the ones that he
contrasted,
smashed up with a baseball bat. Oh god,
what a legend!
What a legend indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the problem of his, we left him feathers earlier on.
Yeah, the problem is like when miniatures are like 20 years old, and then you make a new kit, people already have them.
Yeah.
Like, you tell an Orc player...
How pissed would you be? Yeah, exactly, that's what I was
going.
You
tell an Orc player to buy 90 new boys.
Buy all these.
You tell an Orc player to 90 new boys. He's not going to do that. What he's going to do is going to go to the guy who's just started Orcs, who's selling 20 on eBay, and he'll buy them. And then he'll make some weapons out of, like, crap. I don't know, like a Coke can or something. I don't know what Orc players do. Whereas if you make a new kit that's brand new, which can't be replicated, then you make money, you know? I think that's, like, a big part of it. I don't know. I've got no I'm just guessing, but I think that's like a big part of it. Is that the more new kits that they make, the more they're gonna sell, and I think that's where they're thinking about it. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
No, I think that's a big part of it. I mean, like, let's be honest. Games Workshop are not a company full of idiots. Despite what some people in various comment threads might think. And they really do know how to sell you extra toys and make money for the company, which is why their share price has tripled since March last year. Yeah. You know, they're full of very clever people doing this sort of thing. And they've obviously got a good model that is working for them. And, you know, no pun intended there, but if you have like a brand new Orc boy that you release, then you're only going to sell that to people buying an Orc army, and you're still not going to sell that many of them to new people, because people will still be put off by, well, I need to make 120 boys.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this, and then that, and so on.
Which is
why a lot of kits to make 120, you won't sell it to that many people.
Yeah, which is why the Primaris release was so genius, because it was like, these aren't new tactical marines, these are Primaris marines, you know.
Absolutely.
So like, why do we need to buy more? It's because they're totally different. And what did everyone do? They went and bought them. Now, if they could do that,
got 2 wings.
Yeah, if they could do that with Orcs, for example, if they went, here's, it's not a knob, it's not an Orc boy, it's somewhere in the middle. I don't know what they're going to be called. They'll probably will, you know. So we should leave Berserkers looking like trash because all the World Eater players already have 40. I mean, maybe that's the mindset. I don't know. I don't work at Games Workshop. I'm just guessing. But
they did release a brand new Chaos Marine, and that actually, I think that was the last true multi-part kit, wouldn't it? That would have been
the Chaos Space Marine kit.
Yeah, Space Marines.
Yeah, maybe.
They released a brand new sculpt for all of that. They made them look much better. You know, read into that what you will. Like, I imagine at some point, Games Workshop going to go, right, you know what? We'd like to make a absolute shed load more money this month. So here's Angron, guys.
Yeah.
And to accompany Angron, we've redone the World Eater kit. And by the way, here's a new Demon Prince of Corn for both 40k and
That's
Sigmar.
Who we need. That's what we need. Sorry, Jay. We need noblets. They're not knobs, but they're bigger than Orc boys. Noblets.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh dear.
Don't confuse them with Noblars. They're just smaller and weedier.
Yeah, and in the wrong game.
Yeah, they're definitely Sigma.
But yeah, so maybe that's the mindset. But then Carl has also said that they did have a lot of success with Sisters of Battle and Necrons. And I think Sisters of Battle are a little bit different because of how long they left them, and they were still selling metal.
What did they release new out of Necrons?
They did a new warrior kit.
Yeah.
And then that was it, weren't it? A new heavy destroyer.
They did a new warrior kit. They did a new heavy destroyer.
But changed the weapons on it, so you had to buy them.
Exactly. And they released plastic flayed ones. They then released a load of other brand new stuff that has nothing to do with any of the previous incarnations of like Necrons.
Yeah.
So they released a new warrior kit so that they could put Necrons in a starting box, because they couldn't have put the old Necron Warriors in the starting box.
They've done that already.
They are to assemble.
Yeah, they've done that already as well with the what was it called? The Mechanicus, the Forge what?
Forge Breaker.
Oh yeah, that was called Forge Breaker. I forgot.
Yeah. So you had to redo the Warriors.
They redid the Monolith as well. Fair play, JW.
That's true, and that was the one thing that nobody actually needed them to do, because now it's a Lord of War and it's terrible.
So maybe Necrons are a little bit of the outlier.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because they replaced the Finecast stuff, which Games Workshop know they need to do anyway, because they get a bad rep for their Finecast.
Yeah.
So they know they have to get rid of that, which is why you will eventually see all plastic aspect warriors and plastic grotesques, and you probably won't see a plastic version of Commander Dante, for instance. But you'll see another Blood Angels character that kind of pushes Dante out of the limelight, and Dante would just like sit away and die quietly. That's likely what will happen, I think. So it's a very very big thing, obviously, to create a new plastic line of miniatures, cost-wise, as well as like the time spent getting the production going and all that sort of shit. But you will see, almost definitely, new World Eaters, because the current World Eaters are like babies in comparison to Space Marines.
Yeah, exactly. They're really old. They're really dated kit. You know, they're really bad. Like when I first started playing Warhammer, that kit was out. You know, I've been playing for like 15 years.
Damn, I remember that coming out.
Yeah. They are really bad. And they do need. I agree. It'd be nice for all their factions to get all their kits redone, but I'm not a businessman. And Games Workshop are obviously doing something right because they keep making money.
Yep. Yeah. It'll happen, but it's never like if they did everything at once. Let's say it's like, right, 9th edition, here you go, and here's all new sculpts for everything. Bam. It lowers their income. They basically have, and this is for any hobby company. This is not just Games Workshop, but any company that makes products that nerds want to buy. You have to drip feed it out, because each nerd has a set amount of money coming in. And you as a company want them to buy as much of your stock as possible so that you entirely sell out of your stock.
Yeah, exactly.
If you release everything all at once, that can't happen.
Yeah, people don't buy it all.
So that's just good business.
Yeah, which we're going to go on to in a moment. Kyle just wants to elaborate and said...
Wasn't I amazing on that segment?
That was good, I like that. Should have been a bit clearer at first, but it was things like Finecast and 90s models like the Katajan / Possessed / Cadians. I read that in wrong order, but they were the three. Yeah, I agree. I think they should redo them. But again, it's that thing. It's like they could release new Cadians. I don't think
they should redo Cadians.
They could redo them, or they could bring out new stuff where you have to buy it.
Steel Legion.
And then buy the old shit because
dead.
You have to. Buy the old shit that they're still making because you have to, because they don't sell anything else, but buy all the new stuff because they've got you. Buy your metaphorical wallet balls, and they just want to like wring it out for every penny they can get, like this. Yeah, buy the old Cadians, you bastards. We're not releasing new kit for 20 years. We've only designed it though. That's what they want to be like.
Just to hammer the point home, and this is not like GW is the devil, because I genuinely don't believe that. That's just good business sense, and any company that has a publicly traded stock thinks like that. All right?
That's all you are. Metaphorical balls wallet.
Ball ringer. Yes, that's right. Well done.
Yes. Orbringers, Steel Legion, Mordians, Valhallans, and all Talon. I don't even collect guard. Yeah, I mean, a kit where it's like you have some bodies. Coin purse probably would have been like more realistic, but balls wallet sounds funny. maybe
careful, because Ball's wallet is going to be a new Age of Sigmar currency soon. So,
probably maybe a multi-part kit of like guardsmen where you can actually like customize them a little bit in terms of like heads, or maybe like a different coat or something to make them like.
God, can you imagine how expensive that kit would be with all those options in?
Yeah, probably quite expensive
For a horde army.
Yeah, but maybe that's
what
the...
you wish for and all that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it.
I know you're not gonna buy
Cadians.
it.
I got Cadians. Yeah. However, there's 70 people watching right now on YouTube. There's only 10 likes. What are we playing at, boys? Let's get 30 likes.
Are there 60 dislikes?
There's no, maybe, I don't know. I think it rounds it up on live dashboard. I've got no idea. But you should definitely click like right now, because that really helps me out, and it helps you out, because the more I'm helped out, the more you're helped out. That's how it works.
I won't ask any questions about that.
That's how it works. It's like simple mathematics.
Yeah. No, you explained it well enough. I didn't need to ask any questions about
Bigger number, better person. Thank you much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Aggravation. I'm feeling quite aggravated right now, so...
Is it because you only got 10 likes?
It is, yeah. If you're watching on Twitch, then you can type exclamation point host, please, and host the channel. It really helps promote it. And if you really want to... I see you in the chat with your Prime subscriptions, but not using it here. That's okay. You don't have to use it here, but make sure you keep using it. If you got that little crown next to your name, or if you got Amazon Prime, link your account, and you get a free subscription every day. It doesn't cost you anything. You're only taking it from Jeff Bezos, and that's only good for everyone.
And just remember, guys, like to all of you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you're all Mikey's Balls wallet now.
How many Shield Wall shirts have you sold, and is it less merch than Jay? Like, no, probably not.
No, it's definitely not less merch than Jay. Jay has sold 7
whole shirts. I mean, that's fair. That's cool.
7 shirts.
Someone,
Since, like, the weekend before last, actually, so that wasn't bad.
Like, the meme of me wiping my ass with Jay's t-shirt, it's because I sent a picture, and he was like, is that all you've sold? When he can't even see anything, it's like me with a t-shirt next to me. So I asked him if he thought I was poor, which I'm not.
I mean, I did say at the time, you don't want me to answer that. And, you know, stand by it. You are the one that was begging for people to send you pizza the other day.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Thanks so much for the host with Tank 30. Bro, how do people...
Therefore, you can't be poor.
Free stuff doesn't mean
you would have spent
you're
on
poor. Asking for free stuff doesn't mean you're poor. It means you want free stuff. And I don't think there's anything like that.
No, my point was you haven't had to buy food, so you saved that money, and that money's now, you know, out there turning into Hellstorm bucks.
Exactly. Hellstorm stonks.
What was your Steam currency? Hellstorm?
I think I used to call them
Twitch.
I used to call them bullshits.
Bullshits. Oh,
and now they're please subs.
They're please subs. Awesome.
Yeah, please subs. Mikey Bezos, Amazon Wargaming. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you got Amazon Prime, link it to your Twitch account, and you get a free subscription every 30 days. It doesn't cost you anything. You're just taking money directly from Jeff Bezos. So,
more importantly, you know how you all set up Amazon Prime for your nan when lockdown started a year ago, so she could watch some movies and not be bored sat indoors by herself. Well, don't forget, she's got a Prime Gaming sub that she needs to use as well.
Get your alt account. Let's go, gamers. Gamer time. I make it a rule and never say no to free stuff. Now my house is full of shit. Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah. That's me all over. Well, like this guitar box with different heads and guns would be good to have guard with that option, like generic Cadian successor bodies and different heads. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure. I think that'd be quite cool.
For me, I just hope they completely retire the Cadian aesthetic, though.
You reckon? Thanks for following, still unsure. What are you unsure on? Let me know what you're unsure of, and we'll help. Okay, let's get a good song, and we'll talk about the next topic where we're talking about GW business practices. Eternal Pumpkin just subscribed with Twitch Prime! Hell yeah, see? Eternal Pumpkin can do it, and now they're a legend, officially. So maybe you can try as well. I'm such a bastard,
could also become legendary.
I'm such a bastard.
Yes, because you've turned your community now into your ball wallets.
Yeah, ball wallets. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Eternal Pumpkin. You absolute legend. Welcome.
I can't wait to see the meme chat today.
Still unsure about Twitch. Just unsure in general. Fair. I mean, what are you unsure of? How it works? I sit here and I act like a dickhead, and then hopefully you enjoy it. That's pretty much how it works.
I think that's a pretty good model for like your life, actually.
Yeah.
Like, because that's your like online persona.
Yeah, a bit of a knob.
Yeah, and wipes his bum with t-shirts.
I do that. I do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That one maybe. That'd be a good song. I'm finding a good one that isn't too intense.
Okay.
You know? One that's good, but not too intense.
I assume that's what you meant by trying to find a good one that's good but not too intense. I'm glad you clarified though, because I was still unsure about that. See, relevant username and everything.
Still unsure why it even exists. Just unsure why there are so many medias that dilute the community. You know why? Money. Money.
The almighty dollar.
Yes.
Because Twitch is making money.
Twitch wants to make money.
Let's be fair. Twitch was streaming fresh new content before YouTube decided that was a thing.
Yeah. People want your eyeballs. That's what they want. So what you do is you get bored of YouTube, so you go to Twitch. And then when you're bored of Twitch, you go back to YouTube. And that's just one example.
Wait. Hang on a minute. Why is Where the Fnord said Elliot and Mikey would never make out for our enjoyment, though?
I'm not sure. I'm just choosing to ignore it.
Is that Hellstorm OnlyFans content?
Maybe. So we joined Games Workshop Media and cut out the middle media. And that's terrible for discovery, which is my biggest complaint of what they did with the animations that they did. They ripped them all off YouTube and put them on Warhammer Community. So there's like no discovery for them.
Yeah. Arkle Castles, how you doing?
Hey man, I had a cop. Without Twitch, we wouldn't have Twitch Thoughts. This is true. And then Mikey, you seen the way to get free money from Twitch? Yeah, I know how to get free money. I asked you to subscribe with Twitch Prime because it's free. That's how you get free money.
Much.
Yeah. So, also, I just came over from YouTube. Well, appreciate it, still on show. Thank you. So we're going to talk about Cursed City. That's what we're going to talk about right now. And we're going to talk about
releases.
Pardon?
Cursed releases.
Cursed releases, yeah. It says the wait is over. Warhammer Quest Cursed City is up for pre-order. And I just need to quickly change this. 1 second.
Yeah.
Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I don't think it. Yeah, it did. There we go. Okay, we've updated it. Okay, Warhammer Quest is at Cursed City. It's up for pre-order for about 20 minutes. Kiss. Sharpen your blade, string your bow, and grab a wooden stake. It's time to enter the Cursed City. If you pre-ordered it in time.
or as many people in many comment sections have pointed out, or if you're a Games Workshop shill that got sent one for free.
It's true.
Except,
it's true.
Mikey, as a content creator, please tell me.
Every 2-bit content creator got one. Even the 40k ones. Someone tweeted the other day, which I thought was disgusting.
Yeah. How long does it take you to edit a video? Like a normal video you put on your channel?
I don't know, maybe 12 hours.
12 hours. So that's a day and a half worth of work, right?
Except for these clips you're watching right now, they're a lot quicker. But welcome. Make sure you click subscribe and hit like right now. Say hello to YouTube, everyone.
We're live, people. Except when you're hearing this, we're not. Unless you're watching it while we're live, in which case stop watching this and come watch a live show and take part.
Yes.
It's Monday night, 6 p.m.
Every Monday. Yeah.
But yeah, it takes you 12 hours to do a video. Let's say you're working at minimum wage. That's £10 an hour, call it. 12 hours at that, 120 quid. You could buy Cursed City for that. So it's not really free because you're paying for it a different way.
Yes, exactly. It's called influencer marketing. Look it up, bro. But yeah, so Curse City went on pre-order this weekend, and it ran into a few issues. The issues being that there weren't enough to go around. A lot of people were very excited for. Yeah, a lot of people were very excited for Curse City. They wanted to order it this weekend, and it sold out in about an hour, I think. Obviously, the 20 minutes is a meme. I think it sold out in the UK in about an hour. The book went off sale very quickly. The key ran out within 10 minutes. I think this little limited edition pre-order bonus.
Right.
So this comes free. It comes with a key. They're on eBay for about 50 quid now. If you're paying 50 quid for a metal key, let me know. I've got a 3D printer. I can sort you out.
Oh,
for 40 quid.
I've got one for some luggage that I no longer own, actually. I'll sell you that for £20.
Yeah, why not?
You've got a key.
So it went off sale really quickly, and then the question then arises: is this bad or is this good? Now, as a customer, as a consumer, it's bad because you want this on your shelf on Saturday morning, and sadly for some people that won't happen. It's not very good.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's look at the big picture. We're still in a pandemic. Games Workshop aren't making as many things right now. It's happening with every kit. I had to wait 6 weeks for a box of Blade Guard Veterans because they went out of stock at the at Games Workshop at the manufacturer, you know.
I had 3 months on the Hexmark Destroyer. Ordered them on the day of pre-order release in October. Got it in February.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I mean, you just wait. That was one of them as well. So it's just like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy how long. But what can we take away? Warhammer Quest is probably not. Can't confirm. Don't hate me if it doesn't happen. Warhammer Quest is probably not a limited run thing like Indomitus was. So if we go to the games,
I'm sure GW have said that as well.
If we go, that worked. If we go to the Games Workshop website and we go to the Warhammer store, and we go to boxed games, and then we go to Warhammer Quest, and we go all. Now, Curse City is out of stock. However, what isn't out of stock is Blackstone Fortress. Does anyone know when Blackstone Fortress came out? Was it 2018?
Actually, I do. It was, I thought 2019.
I don't know, I'm guessing. As I said, was it?
Because I did the box for that commission.
It says 2018 in the website, which means it was probably manufactured in that year. Yeah, it was at least manufactured and looking at release in 2018. It might come out in 2019. This is 3 years, 2 to 3 years old, and it's still on the shelf. You can buy it right now. I can add that to cart. I can add 3 to the cart. That might mean they've only got 3 left. By the by.
No, it's because Games Workshop have gone rule of 3, right? It applies to everything, and some guy in the web store's gone, oh shit.
But if I wanted to, I could blow 300 quid on 3 boxes of Blackstone Fortress. I wouldn't. I've still got one upstairs I've done nothing with.
Nice.
But so what that tells me is, like, you know, doing a little bit of like very simple deduction, that the Curse City is probably going to come back in stock. So if you're on eBay at 250 quid and you're selling it, fair play, because some idiot's going to buy it. But if you're on eBay with 250 quid trying to buy one, you're an idiot.
I'm going to say, if you're trying to sell one on eBay for 250 quid, I hope something really unfortunate happens to you. That's like non-life threatening. So for the rest of your entire natural life, every single time you pick up some toilet paper to wipe your bum, it's just that point of damp where your finger might go through it. I hope that's what's happened to you.
So yeah,
right. Don't get on my bad side.
You currently can't buy it right now pretty much anywhere in the world. It has sold out, as along with the books as well. I wanted to pick this up. It comes with a character card, but George, you wanted to read it. We couldn't get that. We obviously couldn't get the limited edition one, which is limited edition. This isn't coming back. Yeah. So but what can I say?
Cool. I really like the cover for it, but
yeah, I think it's really cool, and I've played this game now. We're going to talk about more about the game in a few minutes, but overall, it's a massive success for Games Workshop. They put a product on the shelf, and they have none left. You know?
Yeah, exactly. From a point of view of their sales, they've absolutely like smashed through everything they had for day release.
They are
which
patting
is great.
themselves on the back hard right now.
Yeah.
They're like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not as good for them as if they'd had, say, another 100,000 units and sold all of those as well.
Oh, yeah.
But best case scenario for any manufacturer is that you sell down to 0 stock.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, the release has gone well from any company standpoint. This is good. They did say, in fact, I don't know if I heard this from an official source or whether I heard this from a source, so I can't quote it. I was informed that if you wanted Curse City, then get in early on day of release and pick it up, which means at least somebody knew. We've got a lot of these, but we may not be able to service everybody with the product that they want.
And everyone's gone a bit batty for it, Everyone's gone a bit crazy for it because everyone's a bit worried about missing out.
I'll tell you what, it's a one-player game.
Let me show you something. People were so scared about it like going out of stock that it actually trended on Twitter for a little bit, which doesn't happen very often. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. So in the UK on a quarter to 12, it was actually number 16 on UK trending because so many people were talking about missing out of Curse City, which is pretty crazy. I think that's the first time that Warhammer, like something Warhammer related, has been on trending. I don't think like 9th edition or 40k was on trending, but everyone at that particular moment was tweeting about Curse City and not being able to get it. So it was on trending. So
and you were the reason they couldn't get it. Is that right, Mikey? Because you had a free copy.
Every 2-bit content creator.
I'm clearly still only a 1-bit content creator, then, which is a shame.
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke.
Also, bear in mind, I know a lot of people have said, how did this person get it? And we got 40 subscribers. A lot of the channels that put up a video about Curse City with very few subscribers, with people that have a channel that is linked to their game store. And a lot of game stores get content like this in advance as a preview, so that they can show it off to their customers and get more excitement built up in store for the product to sell more product.
Yeah, exactly. So they essentially get a preview and copy to show off. Because let's talk about it, influencer marketing and how big. We're not going to do an influencer marketing talk right now.
Welcome to Tech Talk.
But it's called advertising. Look it up. Would you pay £100 to put a sign on a billboard that's going to get seen by a few thousand people, or you're going to pay much less than that to send someone a copy for them to do all the advertising for you and send it to a few like-minded 1,000 people? And I think the maths says it all.
Oh, it's massive. And pretty much Games Workshop nothing to do this. Just remember what they're losing out on is the profit margin they've made on that box. So you've got to think about things from a slightly different perspective when you're trying to do the math yourself.
Exactly. Dean, thank you much for the sub.
Is enormous. Hey, how you doing, Dean?
I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. So it's just daft. It's just like, for example, like I said, you spend £100 on a billboard or you send someone a free copy, but it doesn't cost them £100. It costs them pennies. So
well, no, it doesn't. That was my point. Is that it costs them the profit that they've made, because in terms of the raw materials, the only thing that costs a lot out of that box is the cardboard, and I suspect that this is why there weren't as many copies about as some of the other products that they've released recently, because you have to have somebody printing all of those cards, because you've got cards for various things in the game and your quests and your dungeons to be created and all that sort of stuff. You've got card templates, you've got 3 different books. There's a lot of printing that goes on, and not all that much casting that goes on for this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is a lot of miniatures in there, don't get me wrong.
Oh, there is. There's 50 plus objectives. There's 12 objectives? 6 objectives?
There's essentially, if you count all the objectives, there's 60 miniatures. And they are nice miniatures, to be fair. Thank you for the follow, Dad and Lad 40k. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it's just marketing, It's cheap marketing.
Yeah.
So, and it gets everyone hyped because, it's not an advert, It's just, I'm playing a game.
And more importantly, you get somebody's honest opinion, because while we joke about you being a corporate shill and all that, you're not. If you don't like something, this is terrible.
Yeah, exactly. There's a difference between a review and a paid review, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so a great success for Games Workshop. They absolutely smashed the crap out of like selling it. And if you haven't got one yet, just sadly, it's just a case of sitting on your hands and waiting a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
it will come back on the
wait.
shelf. The thing you do have to watch out for is the expansion, which will be limited run, because all of the Blackstone Fortress ones and all the Hammer Hall ones and all that were all limited run. So if you basically, if
were
you
they limited
do want
run
them,
or limited time of production? Because I got a funny feeling it was the second one.
Isn't that the same?
Like, well, I don't know. No, I don't know. Limited time of production means that like we're going to produce these for the next year. Yeah, like maybe for 6 months you can buy the Amble. So it's limited edition in terms of that you can only buy it for a specific amount of time. It's not limited edition as in we've made 100,000 units. Once these are sold, you're done.
Yeah. So it is like a limited run. It's not limited edition.
Yeah.
They'll make so many and that'll be it. Because they don't want to stand on the shelf for years.
No, exactly. I mean, if anyone can try and find the Amble expansion now for Blackstone Fortress, on eBay it goes for crazy money. But also, that's one of my favourite miniatures ever. So, I've almost been tempted to buy it just to repaint that miniature because I loved it so much.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. It's like we all have miniatures in the backlog. I mean, yeah, I can sit here on my big golden throne made of Curse City boxes, being like, "You have to wait, peasants." It's just how it is.
Yeah, Blackstone Fortress still in cellophane.
Yeah. And the reason you know you want one so much is because you watched the live Let's Play that I did last night with Georgie, which is great.
I wish I'd been able to watch that. Unfortunately, I was busy all day, and then I was streaming towards the later half of that.
Yeah.
But I tuned in just for a little bit, say hi, and obviously support and everything else. And it did look like you guys were having fun. Although it didn't look like Georgie was having fun because I heard her like loudly proclaim as she lobbed a card. You always get the good stuff, and my stuff's all shit, or something like that. Okay.
She's very competitive, even in cooperative games.
I was waiting for you to get the concealer out today because you got a black eye from playing Blackstone Fortress, not like Curse City with your missus.
Yeah, exactly. So what we'll do, we'll quickly reply to the chat, and then we'll go into about Curse City. Just in case I missed stuff. GDW knew they didn't produce enough again. Yeah, the thing is though, it's like they get a good sense of like we sold out, and that now you really want it because you couldn't get it. Whereas if you can, it's fear of missing out, Ekuno. That's like it's like GW's marketing tactics right now 101. They can't produce. They act like, I don't know if it's true. They act like they can't produce enough for you. So then you're like, oh shit, well, if I don't get it now, I won't be able to get it for ages. So you go and buy one. If you can just buy one off the shelf whenever you like, then you're less likely to buy one there and then.
Not fast, are you?
Yeah. And again, I don't know. I'm not a marketing genius. I'm just a guy who makes funny videos. Also that we sold out immediately does good things with the investor crowd. Exactly, JW. That's exactly how it is.
Yes, it does.
Also, your previous comment about your hot take, I don't think I agree.
Whose hot take?
JW's hot take. I'm not going to read it out. Mikey, please, for the love of God, do a video chucking the Curse City box into a fire like this Space Marine Codex. I did joke because I was taking a piss about that tweet where someone's just basically being a massive wanker. And I just
There's only one tweet where someone's doing that?
Oh, the one I saw that I didn't like. No. I was just like, I don't know why Games Workshop sent it me. All I was here to do was just like set it on fire and then overlay no longer available across the video.
Yes, absolutely.
Funny videos. Are you flattering yourself now? Moon, that is rude. Oh God, what's this clip? Oh no.
What's Mr. Krabs?
Mr. Krabs, like from SpongeBob.
Oh.
Money.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Money. We like money. That is Mr. Krabs, to be fair. That's quite funny. You can still buy Indomitus.
Comment in the chat from Matt Wargaming. Almost like the made-to-order Indom box set where you bought it AMS, not sure, then waited 6 months. They had your money, so it could take as long as they wanted making it. I don't think it was a question of like, cool, we've got their money, we can just snooze on this while we produce something else. There is a lot of plastic in that set. There's a lot of printing involved in that set because the book that's a hell of a book to print.
Indomitus.
That's what, 300 pages? Yeah. The limited edition Indom only rulebook. That's a hefty fucking tome.
They don't do that in the UK.
No, definitely not. That comes from China.
I'm sure.
In fact, we actually know that comes from China.
Yeah, I'm sure Carl said something like maybe the next stock is on Evergiven.
Evergreen. Yeah.
Evergreen, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. The never seen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts now with Games Workshop and their manufacturing process. It's not all a print shop in Lenton and then somebody running down to like whatever James and Owen's shop they've got or whatever to print off 300 copies of a book.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just not the way it works now. Globalization has made sure that isn't a thing.
Question about competitive play. Do people get shitty about the height of models, such as Inceptors being off flight stands and such? Not shitty, but it
depends on whether you're being a dick.
Yeah. If you're being like, I've made these cool bases and they're very thematic, people are going to like... And especially if you brought like a balanced army that isn't designed to win a tournament, people are probably going to be okay with it. But realistically, you should base them to the same height as they should be because...
Yeah. I'll tell you now, if you were on table 1 and it was game 5 or game 6, and I looked at your Inceptors and went, right, I'm going to shoot those, and you went, you can't see them, then I'd probably point out, well, look, it's the wrong way, but I could see them if they were the correct height, and so I'm going to shoot them. And if a TO comes over, the TO's probably going to go, yeah, Jay's right. Yeah.
And sadly, I don't like agreeing. I don't like agreeing with Jay. I disagree with him every week, but I do agree with him that. So it's kind of like it's probably going to be fine, but on those small situations when it does come up and does become an issue, you're at fault. You know,
be prepared to lose the arguments for line of sight. Essentially, it almost certainly won't be an issue ever because there's very few times at all in 40k where it's just the model's height that means you can't see it. Like they're quite girthy, they've got guns akimbo going on and all that stuff, so they're not easy to hide. And so you'll probably still get line of sight on them at some description, like some way anyway, but that little edge case, just be prepared to be the bigger man and say, yeah, sorry, my guys aren't the right height, so you should probably be able to see them.
Yeah, exactly. For example,
best thing to do, take one with you that's not on one of your bases, just unpainted, and just swap it out when you need to. Yeah,
that's an easy fix. Or base them up to the right height. You know, mine are all stuck to like bits of terrain and stuff. You know, so it's like, what can you do? I mean, that's one option. Or as Jay said, like take an unpainted one that's stuck to a flight stand, and then be like, I don't know, can you see it? There it is. But if you've got one behind a crate and you'd be like, you can't see him, you're not playing the fair game, you know?
Yeah. In the if you're playing an ITC event, that is actually cause for a yellow card these days because you can't do anything that may bring the game into disrepute without being carded. And if you get a yellow card, then you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
So, avoid that situation for both you and your opponent and just,
Yeah. I removed the tracks of my Land Raider so it's lower.
Nice.
What, by like half a mil? Maybe a mil. Fair.
Hey, that could count,
Yeah. It's a fresh haircut, tabletop infiltrator. I cut the sides of my head. Because I'm getting fed up with it. It's getting too long. I don't know what to do with the top. I need to see a hairdresser, but also it's going to be rammed for the next forever.
Oh god, yeah. Like on the radio.
Also, Jay, you're super out of focus.
Brilliant. They've just opened barbers and stuff in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
And on the first day of barbers being open, somebody took 1,000 bookings, so they're working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week now, just to try and get through their backlog.
Brilliant.
But they're making bank,
which
they need to, because they made fuck all for the last few months.
Yeah, true.
Revitalize that economy.
What's the tournament calendar look like for the rest of the year? Busy.
Depends on COVID, but I'm telling you now, I'm probably not going to be going to Gibraltar in July. That's going to be the easiest thing for the government to turn and go, nope, you can't travel.
Yeah. No idea, mate.
Despite the fact that it's still to the UK.
Aren't they part of the EU still, though? I don't know what the situation is with Gibraltar anymore.
They're sort of like
weird
half
syntax.
given to Spain.
Yeah.
But
it's a very weird situation over there.
Currently still part of the UK.
Fair.
Still ruled by the Queen, still have the same currency. You know, they haven't started trading in euros, you know, so...
Yeah, true. No, crazy time. Got no idea. No idea. Yeah. I'd love to be like, oh yeah, I'm running like 3 events next week or something. You know.
I've got a 2-day event in Telford at Glasshammer's place. The weekend after lockdown is meant to end. So if lockdown ends on time, woo, GT baby!
Hell yeah.
It's not gonna happen, I bet you anything.
No. No idea. No idea. Does that mean my Storm Talon should go on back on its original flight stand instead of the 32mm base I put it on? Nah, just keep on 32, mate. Like, Storm Talons have that weird rule where they can actually go on 32mm bases.
Nice.
And just a piece of, like, brass. You put it on a paintbrush. That's it.
Oh, yeah. It's got to have a 2p coin stuck to the bottom of it.
It's true, yeah. It's true, yeah. Liam Russ says, do you want to do some painting for me if I pay you? No.
That is what I do for a living.
Oh, he's talking to me. Me, no.
But I'm booked till October.
Jay, maybe. I'll show you what painting I've been doing. I've been painting Zinch today. I ain't done a lot.
Have you actually done some painting this time?
I have actually done some painting. Do you want to see it?
I do want to see it. This is Resolution Monday after all, man.
It is Resolution Monday. This is how far I got. Can you see that? Can you see what it says?
Brilliant.
So I painted all the gold again today, so I got the rest of the models done and I started painting some metallic details, but my god, it's so boring. It's so boring.
You think you're painting a lot of gold. I've got 7 Custo Dreadnoughts on my desk.
Yeah, but you can spray that.
Lots of gold. No, I've done that part. Now it's the highlights.
Hey Moon, thank you very much for the donation with bits. How many bits is that? Let's have a look. I can't see for some reason. It didn't show the alert properly. 1 bit. Thank you very much for the 1 bit, Moon. Thank you very much
for
the
you
1
picked
bit.
that up. It's like, let's see how many.
Yeah. Where were we? We're looking at a picture.
Top dono Moon.
Yeah. So yeah, so I've done 1 base layer of gold on all of the horrors. However, because I've used oil paint and the varnish hasn't quite covered everything, I'm having a lot of issues.
Oh no.
So it's just like oiling, you know. Thank you very much for the bits. I'll print you one. Really appreciate it.
Danny's the top donor.
2 bits. And Weatherford, thank you very much for the 1 bit. Thank you very much for the 4 bits in total.
Does that make Danny a 2-bit streamer now?
It does make him a 2-bit streamer. Thank you very much for the 3 bits, Crown Blade. And Cultist 13, thank you very much for the sub with Twitch Prime. Hell yeah. Epic gamer moment. You take that money from Jeff Bezos. You earned it. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Cultist 13. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime.
I wonder if Bezos writes off all of the Amazon Prime subs that they get used for Twitch.
I think he does.
As a charitable donation. It wouldn't surprise me if he did that sort of thing, you know?
It's an expense. Are you having a bit war? We got 4 bits from our printy one.
Right. He's a 2-bit streamer.
Dion still, fuck's sake, man.
He was getting the bits out. Nice.
I cannot be asked to paint 100 plus. Thank you very much for the bits, Moon. I cannot be asked to paint 100 plus Chaos Space Marines in world-eating colours schemes for Horus Heresy. Have you seen that rumour about new Horus Heresy? Someone was like, enhancing the product
years,
codes.
though, you know.
Yeah, someone was like enhancing the product code and be like, it says 30 now. That means it's a new game.
There was this thing, the Foundry or something. But I've got a horrible suspicion stuff like this is like an April Fool that just got posted late or something.
Yeah, thank you very much for the 5 and 6 Crown Blade. Yeah, someone was like, oh, well, this product, which is used in both 40k and 30k, has a product code of 1, which means 40k. But this kit, which is exclusively 30k, has a different product code. So that means new Horus Heresy game coming now. And it's like, okay, you should join the Olympics, because that was some gymnastics that no one else has ever done before.
Nice. I didn't know where I was going when you said you should join the Olympics. Yeah, good finish. Nailed that land in 10 points.
That was my gymnastics.
Or it's just GW is just changed their like inventory system so that they can make sure they've got stuff in stock when you want to buy it. That when you go to the Forgewood website, it says temporarily out of stock. They're like, yeah, it's temporarily out of stock because we didn't realise we didn't have enough.
Yeah,
and it basically means that Sophie hasn't done her forecasting correctly. You know,
it was just like, what? Like, come on, man, you're reaching a little bit. They changed the product code.
Just a touch. Besides which, new 30k.
Thanks so much for the 7, Des.
Someone in the chat will probably know who this is. There was a lad. He was a guy that wrote all of the 30k rulebooks that passed away.
Alan Bly.
Do you remember his name? Thank you. God, I've been trying to remember that since we started this conversation. And obviously he passed away, and a load of stuff that was being worked on just got stopped. And there's been rumors of new 30k basically ever since.
Yeah.
Because someone's gonna have to take over. It's gonna be slightly different, you know. So we might do a new version.
I mean, they will get a new version eventually.
Things. Yeah, of course they will. The most awful thing is everyone's like, oh, maybe they'll update it to 8th edition. And all of the die-hard 40k players are like, yeah, that'd be cool. I might play some 30k. All of the die-hard 30k players are like, don't you dare. How dare you? I don't like that. I want it to be safe. You know.
Our gates can't hold on much longer.
Our gates can't hold. Amazing.
Carl says, I'm going to have to got a bones pick with you, Carl, now you're here live. That video was the biggest load of S I've ever seen. It was worse than Valrak's earliest Primarch videos. I like Valrak's earliest Primarch videos because they're so ridiculous. They're so funny. Stop hating on Valrak, he's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
He's a fucking giant meme. He's like me, he's a walking meme.
Do you know what the insidious thing about Valrak is I think it was yesterday or the day before, I showed my girlfriend a picture that was off of his Twitter. It was him and some of the guy wearing their like Space Marine helmets. And when I'm looking at Instagram or something, I almost never look at the names of the person that's posted it until after I've seen the post. And I saw the post and went, oh, it's Valrak. And you couldn't see Valrak at all. All you saw was the Imperial Fist helmet.
Yeah.
But that helmet was so recognizable. I was like, that's Valrak.
Yeah, he's got his shoulder pads now, hasn't he? Have you seen?
He's holding one in the photo.
He's got 2. He's got one, an Imperial Fist one, and a Reclaimers of Dawn one. Well, I think it's pretty epic.
Oh, nice.
Let's pull up a video. We just watch a Valrak video now. That is a live stream. Retweet. It's just sharing, guys. We're just sharing content. Sharing content, everyone. This is what we do. We just watch Valrak content. I'm not really going to play any audio. I'm just going to show Jay. So that's his helmet. I love he's not wearing any trousers, look.
I haven't got that far in the catch-up.
It's because he's wearing camo. That's his Imperial Fist one.
Nice.
And then he's got his Reclaimer of Door one as well. Mikey reacts to Valrak videos. This is what everyone wants, right? Fucking look at the joke display. You can't see that one because of my head.
Awesome.
Look at that joke display where it says champ. What a loser. We will see. We will see. He's got that stupid Hammerfall bunker. It's terrible. Yeah. Go watch his video. It's fun.
quality. It's stonky, great big things, though, aren't
The shoulder pads, they're bloody huge, man.
Yeah, they're enormous.
Aldron, here comes a Valrak with the copyright strike. I'll slap him. I'll drive to his house and slap him.
And buy his custodes before Steve can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I should be getting those custodies pretty soon. As in this weekend coming. Hopefully. All being well. So
is that you slightly putting out like Hellstorm lore teasers over the fact that there might be a Valrak game on stream?
Maybe. I didn't say anything.
Maybe.
He did on his stream.
I know you didn't say anything. Like,
he said
I'm
it.
Just gonna
he was asking people what they want him to use on his stream. I'm just like, I'm just like sneaking. So I think he's going to be playing Custodes and then leaving them here, which would be fun.
Sweet.
I heard Steve was getting the Custodes on Friday. Maybe, yeah. I'm actually buying them off Steve.
Nice.
Have I painted Drazar yet?
I have not painted Drazar.
See for yourself.
Good mini.
I know, because Brett sent me a Drazar. I built him. I finished building him.
Right.
I've done
Well, you
else.
haven't, because he's missing just one part.
Nah. And that was it. That's all I did. Defeat the
Bro, if anyone's
undefeated.
going to do a headless horseman, it's going to be me with this guy. I'm going to accidentally knock him off his fucking horse.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
Such a fiddle to paint.
The Reikenor. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
actually got two. I've got one without wings. Because
well, you've got two, so one of them you can use to repair the other one when he bloody arm breaks and
yeah, because
game over.
Because Danny bought one and then used the wings on a Demon Prince and then gave me the body. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do with this.
Okay.
Now. I could print some wings for it, I guess, but you only need one Reikenor, right?
I think at this point you only need none Reikenor, but
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more fun to paint than this, and he's turned out to be almost as much fun to paint as a Helldrake.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I know, right?
Disgusting. Yeah, I've got lots to paint. I've got Sanguinor to paint. I've got Drazar and some Drakari to paint. I've got my Tzeentch to paint. I've got Curse City to paint. Speaking of Curse City, so obviously that game was on pre-order this weekend. Say hi to YouTube, everyone in chat.
Hi, YouTube. This is Jay. You love
You're
me.
not in chat.
I am in chat. I'll type something in Twitch if you want.
Brilliant.
Remember, I have to watch the stream through Twitch to see you. So.
What is better, Twitch bits or YouTube super chats? YouTube super chats are better. Yeah.
How many Twitch bits? That's the question.
Well, yeah, like one Twitch bit is worse than any other currency from YouTube. So, Curse City came out this weekend. I actually played a game with Georgie on Sunday evening. We did a live game. We did a live Let's Play. And that was really fun. It went down really well. It took a long time to set it up because I had like a button for every card.
I did notice that. So something happened in game and you press something off screen and then suddenly this card came up. I'm like, well done. Well done.
So it was like this. And then let me set that up. So like I have...
I think that was the most professional thing I've seen from your live bat raps.
I have a button for every card available in the game, but also every card is double-sided.
That's
so
right. You have the dark time.
Yeah, so they're like the double-sided.
Empowered, that's it.
Yeah, so you have empowered, and then you have inspired for the normal guys. So like Imelda, and then you have inspired Imelda. But that was fun. I haven't worked out how to do cool transitions yet with the stream deck, but that's something I've got to learn.
Nice.
There you go.
That's cool.
But we played it. The candles are still there. The reason being, Steve, is because we're actually going to play again on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in seeing Mission 2, then make sure you come over, come watch. We're going to be playing again. Me and George are going to be doing it live again. And it's a really, really fun little game. I was trying to like kind of reviewing it. I've only played it twice now. But I was comparing it a lot to the Dark Souls board game. But yeah. I feel like Curse City is much better for more casual players who don't really know the story. Because Dark Souls is very much very good for the nuts of Dark Souls. Whereas like Curse City is like really good for like a casual board game player or someone who doesn't really play many board games. It was
Sure.
it was like really easy to like get into, you know, and start playing.
Mhm.
But also at the same time, it's not punishing yet, but we're only on the first level. But I don't feel like it'll get punishing for quite a while.
Okay. So I'm really interested in it because myself and my girlfriend play a lot of board games together. And having just gone in deep on a game called Gloomhaven, which is an enormous game, I looked at Curse City and thought, well, this looks like it'd be fun to play, but I'm already like quite a lot of money out on this. Then on top of that, there's the cost of this. Then I feel that I'd have to paint everything in Curse City because those minis are beautiful, unlike most other box game minis, which are nice, but made for cost rather than made for quality.
Yeah.
But the main thing that put me off buying it, and the reason why I didn't pick one up on day one, was because I couldn't see anywhere like the sort of expected play time. I don't mean per session, but I mean, here's the campaign book that we've given you, or like the scenario deck that you've got, or whatever it is that you have in the box. I couldn't find any information about that, and I'd love to know how long the campaign is. Is it going to be something that you could play through over 2 weekends if you were on it? Or is it going to be like, well, we play once a week, and so it's going to take us a couple of months to get through this?
I think very much the latter is
nice.
Where it is. It's going to take you a while. And the reason is I'm not sure it's going to work, and maybe you might have to house rule it just so it doesn't get drag on a little bit. But essentially, the how can I put this? So essentially, you have to level up your characters, right?
Yeah, like any other RPG. Yeah, so you fight things and you complete quests and you become more powerful.
Yeah, for sure. And the way you level up is when you complete a mission, you become a novice. And then when you complete another mission, you become a veteran. And then if you complete another mission, you grow a level. You trade your essentially experience points. So you have to complete 3 missions to grow a level, right?
Okay. And then I'm assuming you become like a level 2 character, and then you become a level 2 novice and a level 2 veteran?
Essentially, yeah, but the novice and veteran don't do anything. They're just essentially your experience bar. So you're at level 2. A level 2 novice and level 2 veteran, I don't think make any difference. You just level 2.
Right. Okay. Different.
And it's like you get a choice of the missions you can play. But there's a big but. The missions you play control the campaign aspect of the fear and influence over the city that you're trying to save. And if you let that fear or influence get too high or too low, I can't remember which way around it is. I think it's either way for each one. If you let that get too high or too low, then you actually lose the campaign. So if you keep spamming the same mission, like hunt, kill stuff, you'll lose because the city will get too fearful or too influenced. So you have to like balance which missions you're playing to control the influence and the fear in the city. So essentially what you've got to do is kind of like each type of mission like 3 times to grow a level. There's 3 types of mission. It's hunt, scavenge, and decapitation, I think, or something like that. Essentially like big boss time. So you kind of have to like mix it up. But also like playing 3 missions to grow a level when the boss is at like level 4 and you start at level 0. So essentially 5 levels. That's like, you got to play 15. like 15 missions and then play the final mission. And each playthrough for each mission, obviously we streamed it, so it took like 4 hours. But like realistically, you're looking at 2 to 3 maybe. 3 at a push if you're taking it real steady. Because as you get better, there's more enemies, but you also get better, so you kill them easier.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I'm not sure about the leveling system. I feel like it might be too harsh. It might be too much to like grow one level. But we'll see.
Do you think they've done it that way as a way of avoiding bookkeeping? Because you play D&D, and I've played D&D and other sort of RPGs in the past. There's a lot of information that you're having to sort of keep track of between scenarios. Like, I killed this much stuff, so I'm at this level XP, and so on. And I remember one of the ways that old D&D groups handled it was the DM would just sort of work out roughly where in the campaign you'd be, where you'd probably have gained a level, and then at the end of that session, you go, cool, and you've all just gone up a level.
Yeah.
Do you think they've kind of tried to do it that way? So you have
it's very static,
kind of
the way you level up.
Just more streamlined process there. It might take longer, but it's just, you don't have to, well, I killed 7 bats and you only killed 3, so now I'm ahead. And
yeah, for sure. It is like, you know, you complete a mission, you all gain the same amount of experience. The only difference comes is if you've got a guy who's level 2 and a guy who's level 0, they'll actually get 2 amounts of experience rather than 1. So everyone who's lower level than the highest level you've got, they'll double, gain double the experience.
Oh, so they have a catch-up mechanic then?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
You're talking 16 to 17 plus missions at 2 hours is 34 hours. So it's like 34 hours game time. Which, you know, for you might think like, oh, that's actually really cool. For me, thinking about it is quite daunting, so I'm just have to see how it goes into it, you know?
Okay.
I kind of compared it to the way Dark Souls works, right? So I love that board game. And the way that works is you have multiple rooms and a boss room, right?
Right.
Hey, DN stuff, thank you very much for the bits, man. Really appreciate it. 1,500 bits.
Now that's worth it.
You get the button. You get the button.
Mad lad.
Thank you for the help with the painting motivation recently. It has been much appreciated. Well, thank you very much for hanging out, doing it. Thank you again for your support. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. We just like you being here, so.
What was I saying? We were talking about Dark Souls.
Okay, so you were going to talk about Dark Souls.
Yeah, so Dark Souls, the way you set that board up is you have a hub, and then you have like multiple rooms that you go into, and then a boss room. And the way that works is every time you kill a room, you get so many experience points, essentially, depending on how many players are playing, and you share that between yourselves. However, if you die at any point, you go back to, or if any character dies, you go back to the hub, all the rooms essentially reset, and you have to do that again. And that can get very...
So if anyone dies, you all start all over again?
You essentially respawn. Yeah.
Mate, I'm not playing that with my missus. Like, fucking hell,
yeah, so it can be quite frustrating. But what you tend to find is, like, when you are in the boss is a higher scale of difficulty compared to, like, the rooms on the run-up, especially early game.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's the boss.
Yeah, so you do the run, you'll fight the boss, and you'll die. Okay? And then you'll do the run, and you'll fight the boss, and then you'll die. And what happens then? You do the
Isn't
run.
that how Dark Souls, the video game, plays?
It's exactly how the Dark Souls, the video game, plays. However, in Dark Souls, the video game, it has a very different gratification process in my mind for when you you die and go back, you know? So what happens is when me and my old housemate Jack, we used to play it all... At the start of lockdown, we were playing it every other day, right? We were playing a lot of that. We've finished it. We've played every expansion and done it, you know?
Damn.
So we smashed through that. We were playing literally for weekends at a time. Like Saturday and Sunday, we start at 10, we finish at 10 p.m. on Sunday. We're doing a J weekend stream, but Dark Souls board game. We smashed it. It was great fun. But what we do...
That's some going.
Yeah, what we do, thank you very much for the follow. What we tend to do is kind of like after those couple of runs, when you've kind of like flying through those initial rooms, you kind of go, well, we know we can do these. Thank you very much for the cheer, Des for the 7. We appreciate it. So we're like, well, we can do these. We'd only fail if there was some weird spikes, you know? Really weird spikes. If we only rolled blanks and they only rolled max. But otherwise, we'll just skip through and go straight to the boss. We'll just take the experience. And that's what happens, you know? It's just one of those things. You go, we know we can do this. We're going to fly through. Where I feel like, on initial inspection, that Curse City will feel very that. Where it's like, you've done these missions at level 0. I need a little bit more experience. Shall we just pretend we've done one and gain the experience? Because you do have that choice of doing the same mission multiple times. Obviously, suffer all the consequences as normal. Do all the official rolling. But shall we just be like, shall we draw 2 treasure cards and just pretend we've already done it? And I feel like that would be where I go. And I don't know if that's just me. People might agree or might feel the same way. But it's one of those things. It's like, hopefully it doesn't get to that point. But that in that particular board game, Dark Souls, that's how I play it. Once I've done that run a few times, I'll be like, I've already done this. I'm just going to do it again and just pretend I've already done it. But I don't know enough to know if that's going to happen.
Okay. It's obviously any board game is kind of open to some house rules, and that's encouraged. Really, you know, it's your game. Play it how you like. But hopefully, a game system is written well enough that you don't need to. That's always the goal, isn't it? Is that that's what's
you don't
what's
want
happened.
it to feel like a grind because it's supposed to be enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that sounds positive because that's a longer campaign system than I was expecting.
It is quite long, yeah.
We all know there's going to be expansions. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
This is
for
a
sure.
Warhammer Quest product, and ever since the OG Warhammer Quest came out in, I'm gonna say the mid '90s. I think I was 14 when it came out, so maybe like mid to late '90s.
Yeah.
There's always been expansions. You had like extra character packs that you'd buy a metal mini and you'd get a card and some tokens, and then away you'd go. There's going to be expansions for this.
Just to solidify that in the first line of the rulebook, it's like you are a disparate band of warriors in your first quest to Curse City.
There you go.
It's the first quest. There's going to be expansions. Yeah, I'll get it and read it to you.
Not only that, there's going to be more bad guys and stuff. You know, we've seen the way that Blackstone Fortress has had its like rollout and everything, where you had the Dread Amble and you had the Commissar and the Ogrin and the Traitor Command, and then you had the Guard and all that stuff. So there's always going to be more baddies that come in as well. So
yeah, exactly. And like
definitely expansions from
Hammerhall had some expansions, and then Silver Tower definitely had character expansions.
Yeah.
But yeah. Introduction. So this is on the first page, the contents page, and then you have this. I'm reading this bit here. In the decaying city of Ulfenkarn, a group of heroes band together to cast down the undead tyrant, Radakar the Wolf. This epic adventure is the Ulfenkarn in Peril quest, the first quest in the story of Curse City.
There you are.
That kind of tells you. There you go. It's gonna be. They've obviously going to be expansion. There's going to be other big bad vampires.
Or werewolves in this case.
Well, he's a vampire. He's called.
I thought he was a wolf.
He's called Radakar the Great Wolf. He's the wolf,
right?
Sure,
because of that, I just assumed he was a werewolf. I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I know Brett was talking about miniatures. I'm going to get the big bat because I know he wants one.
They're frankly gorgeous. Like such a painter's dream. That box.
This guy is so cool. Look at that. Such a cool mini.
Yeah, he reminds me a little of Vargulf. Do you remember that from Old Fantasy?
Yeah, I think he's called Vargeist or something.
Oh, okay. So yeah, definite nod to that then.
What's his name?
Yeah, I love him. The character models are all great.
Vargskaya.
Rank and file rather are all good as well.
It's all Vargskaya.
Yeah,
it is cool though.
Wonderful job done on these things.
Yeah, here he is next to Cabalite Warrior. He is quite big as well, quite tall. He's like the big baddie, but he's not.
Ah.
You've got
he's the big bad. He's big bad henchman.
Yeah, he's the big dog. You know, he's pretty cool, but it's great. I got this on Thursday, bro. There's 60 miniatures to build before you can play.
Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't it? You're buying a lot of very high quality toy soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. And they all push together as well, which is actually quite impressive to say. So a lot of the details.
I assumed that would be the case.
Yeah.
Actually, because they're all monoposts, so why would they not just like, yeah, cool. For the people that are buying this that are board game fans, that used to maybe things like Zombicide. I don't know if you have assembly to do in Dark Souls or whatever, but you know, there's a lot of games out there where you don't need assembly. Your miniatures are one piece, and they are like that kind of board game plastic that's a bit rubbery and so on.
Yeah, exactly.
This is going to be a little departure from them, so making it snap fit or push fit, you know, whatever you want to call it, is a really, really good idea from GW.
Yeah, it's
the way I do it.
Yeah, they go together relatively easily. There's actually an errata for the dwarf in the instruction manual, because they missed a bit. They missed like a step. Yeah, so there's an instruction FAQ.
I think I've ever seen an instruction FAQ. That's a new one.
No, mine errata, which I thought was quite funny. essentially there's like a little peg that you have to stick in, which isn't part of the model. I didn't notice until after I built it, and then I was like, oh, but I used glue, so it didn't matter. If you push fit, obviously you need to follow the instructions, but I just built them. YOLO.
I still glue push fit.
Yeah, I do as well.
Just for peace of mind, really.
Yeah.
Because this guy's mostly push fit.
Yeah, he's easy to build, isn't he? He's green plastic. That guy.
Well, he was grey. He came out.
Oh, was he?
Theme box, and it was grey rather than green. Yeah, he's grey.
Oh, right, okay. I thought he was blue plastic. Because I've got one that's
He
blue.
might have been in whatever box it was that they had all the ghost people.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
I was surprised that he wasn't.
Yeah. I'd love to paint him, paint all the minis. It's just going to be a lot. Not him.
Those, yes, definitely.
The Cursed City minis.
Definitely.
I'd love to paint them, but it's one of those things. It'll be like, I can't play it until I paint them, so I can't play, or shall I just play? I think for Wednesday, I'm going to try and like at least spray some colours on the enemies so you can actually see them.
Yeah, you could go
they're
kind
all
of old
grey
school with it and just spray all of the minis with like some Hellstorm red or whatever, and like, cool, they're red, done.
Yeah. Or at least just so you can differentiate the enemies.
Yeah. Well, you actually can, like, and easily enough. I imagine you haven't watched back your own stream, but when I came in, I could see which one the heroes were and which ones the baddies were because they're different colors of plastic, right?
Yeah, they are different.
You have like a light grey and a dark grey.
Yeah, it's like a bone ivory color.
Cool.
Yeah, so the light ivory, the plastic. So this is Glorio, the absolute beast, Prince Glorio the Third. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again,
he looks a little bit like the rogue trader dude from Blackstone Fortress.
He does. He does. He's very, very similar.
Who I thought looked like the brother from Peaky Blinders.
Right, I don't watch Peaky Blinders, so I won't know.
Okay, never mind. Someone in the chat might know who I
mean. Zenithia would make them easy to identify on the stream, nice and easy. Yeah, that's true. I was planning on like going and like spraying all the skeletons bone and spraying all the zombies like a brown or something like that, just so it's maybe a little bit easy to notice.
Yeah, just doing a quick Zenithor is probably not a bad shout, to be honest, because I don't know how much effort or how much time you're going to put into like fully painting these. But I want to get all my zombie side minis painted, and Jackie wants to help, and she used to paint War Machine, so she knows what to do with the brush and stuff. But I'm probably just going to spray them all black with a primer, give them a good Zenithor highlight, and then we'll just glaze colors over the top because that's super quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Arthur, yes, Louisa Gamer.
Arthur. Yeah, I'm not a Brummy, that's why. I don't know.
everyone was and then all you've got to do is glaze all your main colours in, and you've got a passable tabletop warband.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I just realised, Jay.
It's 8 o'clock.
It's 5 to 8. It's time for the whip gallery that I completely forgot was a thing. So if you don't know, every week... Oh dear, I'm caught on the microphone, 1 second. If you don't know, every week we go through what you guys have been working on while we've been chatting. So ! Discord, or there's a link in the description. Join in, and we're going to look at the memes, and then we're going to look at what you guys have been painting this week.
Can't wait to see the memes.
Let's have a look.
There's going to be some good memes.
Probably.
If there isn't, I'd be very disappointed with you guys.
Today. Oh no.
Love that face.
That is a good face. Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about the new AdMech leaks, but never mind, we missed that now.
Yeah, Cosmic's last cannon's super good.
Yeah, 2 wounds, 2 wounds and T4 on the Raiders.
Decent nerf.
Yeah. If you're shooting Cursed City again, yeah, I agree about the glare, which is an issue because they're shiny tiles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jay has an opinion on the new art models. Fuck's sake. Jay, talk about the new art models. Stop! He's already dead.
Brilliant.
Oh, for God's sake. What is the aspect ratio on this image?
I'm not sure. Not enough. It's an AOS orc with some tech bits stuck to it. But it's a new orc. The thing is that all the people that talk in, we'll say, orcish, and you all know what I mean. Like that's their mentality.
Yeah, for sure. Mikey Bezos, CEO, Amazon Wargaming. So, anyways, I started price gouging. What do you mean? What have I price gouged? What have I price gouged? I don't understand. Have I missed something? Have I been selling something a lot really high? I don't know. But anyway, use your Twitch Prime. Don't forget.
That t-shirt I bought, we call it even, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Give us a $5 off that t-shirt I bought, and we call it even.
Why?
Stop your price gouging. You know, I'm looking after your reputation here, Mikey.
Well, because of the shit mark I left on it. Oh, fucking
yes!
hell. That's funny. That's very funny. 1 second, the music stopped.
Oh, my own meme cracks me up. Does that make me like really egotistical and stuff?
Makes you cringe, Jay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, baby. Tell me what you want.
The rest of the stream is, so I may as well be as well.
Talk to me like you're a fucking idiot. I'm not getting City on eBay at 250 pounds. That's perfect. Fuck's sake, that's funny. Mickey
Why
strikes...
did they not take your text face for that meme?
I know, right? There's a few of them. Like, you know, there's a few you can use there. Enjoy. Kirsty, it is a limited release. You don't need it to buy it off eBay.
Yeah.
Haha, me on my throne of Curse City! I'm gonna tweet this one.
Awesome.
I might tweet this one. I'll save it.
Awesome.
I'll save it. Save it for later.
You look too much like the Big Lebowski in that shot.
All the 40k players on that new Curse City. Oh dear. Mom, can we have beast snaggers? No, there is beast snaggers at home. Beast snaggers at home!
Yeah! Yes! And you're the best thing about that is you're the
You're a dick! Oh my god, we have peaked Photoshop, everyone! We have peaked Photoshop! Oh, for God's sake.
Who did that? Who did that?
Cumberlina. Because obviously, everyone, while Jay dies a minute, we have the meme templates
amazing.
channel. So you can use them with, there is like meme template PNGs that you can use to make your own memes. We made it super easy for you. The community is building on a whole host of meme PNGs and, you know, like templates you can use. Like this one was born here. This picture of Valrak was born here. Which is the other one. There was that one of Elliot, which is hilarious. Georgie's face, which I used for a thumbnail. Fantastic.
Nice.
This one, fantastic meme template. Just do something good with it, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Where were we? Oh yeah, the beast snagger. World is ending. I wonder if I'd go to heaven or maybe to hell as a masochist. I wouldn't complain. What? Ballsack wallet time! Hooray! It's like you should put GW's ballsack wallet. It's not mine.
No, it's yours now. And apparently it's 12 kilometers wide.
Oh, is it? Virgin Tournament Land Raider. Hard to transport, hard to hide. 5-head Shad Land Raider. Easy to transport, easy to hide. Fuck's sake. Brilliant. Excellent memes, everyone. Great memes today. You should be proud of yourselves.
Amazing.
That was really good. Well done, everyone.
Amazing.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Gumbellini, you have outdone yourself. 100%.
Oh, brilliant. Also, shout out to Jake for using the stream clips, which hasn't been used in 3 years. But that's where they should go. Very good. Okay, let's have a look at the stream models. What's been worked on today? We'll have a click through Devil Brush. He posted it a little bit too early, but there you go. Working on some green custodies.
Green Stodies.
Green Stodies. Nice. Jade Paladins or something.
No. I've got it because they're green. They're toadies. Like toads.
Thanks so much for the sub, Tom. Clear notifications, my god, man. I can't. No, I can't. There's too many.
That's been triggering me because one of them's mine.
Yeah. There's just so many. It's like, stop eyeing me. Thanks for screaming. Appreciate it.
Right?
You what, sorry?
You can turn off at everyone notifications, right?
Yeah, I know that, but the thing is, Jay, is that I don't like to miss out.
You don't think you're missing out by not reading the notification that you've got?
I read it on my phone. That's it. You know when you get it on like a push notification? I read it there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, do I care about this? Nice work, Devil Bush Gaming. Very cool. On your Toadies. Cool scheme. I like it. Like the pink feather. Very nice. Yeah, the green and purple works well together. I like it. Very cool. We've got Tabletop Infiltrator.
And I'd like to point out, you've got a Dreadnought that's running that doesn't look like it's falling over. So well done on that.
Makes a change.
Yeah. Not look at any YouTube channels in particular that might have some falling over Dreadnoughts, but you know.
Wouldn't know. Tabletop Infiltrator working on some Spice Marines. Got a Primaris Apothecary.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Solid black.
Yeah. Very cool scheme. I like the white arm. It's kind of similar to Blood Ravens, Librarians. Very cool, man.
Stolen.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Vexing Hunter.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
He's been working on a Land Raider. Very cool. For your Grey Knights.
Land Raider?
Grey Knight Land Raider, yeah. Very cool.
So the one actually good Land Raider in the game.
Yes.
Is what we're going to say here.
Just because it can shoot through walls.
Yeah, exactly that. They might be nappy dreads. Who knows?
No, who knows? All newly painted Grey Knights, whole army resolution Mondays. Nice. We'll have a quick scroll through there as well. But yeah, very cool, man. Very cool Grey Knight army. Obviously, completely magnetized, wide open, having a great time. Chaos Swarm, more whip of 3 characters I made for Death Guard. First one's my Taliman. Oh, this is a cool Taliman. Is that a book? I love it. Is that a plasma gun? Can a Taliman take a plasma gun?
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think he can.
Yeah. Not sure what's all the speakers for.
Speakers? Oh, I guess. Yeah. Shouting orders, I guess.
Okay. Cool. What's his buff? Oh, he gets the rerolls in melee, doesn't he? So maybe he's.
Taliman. He adds one to hit and gives you CP back.
That's it.
Yeah. He got changed from the last book. He's actually quite useful now.
Cool. That's good because he was a bit gash before.
Yeah, one of the main buffs is that he rolls for gaining CP every command phase rather than just your own turn, and you only have to roll more than 7 rather than 7 on the dot, which was daft. So you have to roll over 7.
Roll 8 plus. That's not
7 or more.
7 or more.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
that's
and you get 2 attempts every turn.
63% odds.
Yeah, and 2 attempts every turn, so you're pretty much guaranteed an extra CP every turn. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Worth the points. Worth the points.
Very cool. Like the conversion, dude. Dats and Des ready for my next lesson. He's painting some white scars. Nice, dude.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of which,
have
you got to be somewhere today, Jay?
I got 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes, cool, okay. So yeah, Des has always taken up the spot of Jay's teaching student. So if you're interested in that, go and check out his Patreon. You can have a look and maybe get in the queue by the sound of it.
Pretty much, yeah. It is a 1 in 1 out kind of deal.
Yeah.
At the moment, so.
Okay, Swarm Midland Playcaster front. Nice, dude. Nice conversion here. I like the head.
I like this a lot, actually.
Yeah,
this
very
looks
cool.
a lot more like a Chaos Sorcerer than the regular
for sure.
playing caster. Looks like he's blowing bubbles.
Yeah, very cool, man. And then we've got a Lord of Virulence as well. Conversion looks like an old Obliterator and some other bits.
That's definitely an older Blitz legs.
Yeah, and then
I don't know. It might be Terminator
straws.
legs actually.
Nah, I think they're Obliterators with straws.
Okay. Oh shit! Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. Nice, dude. Nice work. Very cool. Obliterator legs and body. So there you go, Jay. I know my obliterators. I've seen enough of Neil's, that's why.
Great.
The end stuff. Combination of me hurting my leg this week and focusing on half-finished projects meant I finished a fair few units this week. No nids though, so sorry in advance. That's okay, because these Ultramarines are looking excellent. We got the Gladiator. I don't know what type it is, but there you go. It's a Gladiator. I don't remember the call.
It's the melter gun one.
The melter gun one.
That's
Thanks,
all we
Jay.
know it as. I provided good service.
Very good. We got a drop pod as well. Very cool.
I like how we got a drop pod just in time for the wrong edition.
A relic of the past. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And then we've got 3 heavy intercessor boys. Very cool. Got the executor rifles by the looks of it. Got the skull.
Drill those barrels, but don't use a drill. Use a hobby knife and just like twist it in the end a little bit.
Yeah.
Done.
I do that. I poke a hole with my knife and then go in with a bin vise.
See, I used to do that. I used to make like a little score with the tip of the knife blade and use that as a marker to go in with the drill.
Yeah.
But all I do now is I literally just take the knife blade, put it into the model, and then just twist it. And after you've done like a dozen turns, let go, and you've got this perfect hole.
Yeah, true. It's true. But nice work, Dan stuff. We've also got the Flyer. We got Doom Sive. Night Sive, sorry. Transport. I like this game. Very cool. I love the rusty metal effect you've got going. The differential.
I like the fact that different panels.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
That's good.
It all ties together, but they're actually a different color. So
yeah,
nice.
Right.
Love it. Love it. We got the Stalker as well. Got a little Stalker. This is Steve in my garden. The Stalker. Or is it Moon Tyranid? Moon Tyranid.
I think it's Moon Tyranid, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely Moon in your back garden stalking.
Never forget. Never forget the anime titties.
I wondered what you were slapping then, because it took a minute for the video to catch up.
Just anime titties, that's all. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You got a spider as well. Very cool. So much detail on the inside of the spider that never gets seen because you shut it up after you painted it. You can't even see inside. Stuff.
Yeah, I didn't highlight any of the insides on mine. So there's no point.
Hellstorm guy is the Stalker. Fair. Makes sense. And flayed ones as well. Very cool. Like
These
them.
the old flayed ones?
No, the new ones.
Cool. Sorry, no, the picture hadn't come up by then. So.
Yeah. The only reason I can tell is because of this guy.
Yeah, the one front, second from the left.
They also don't have like a whole body on top of them for some reason. I'll play ones, man. Having a blast, weren't they?
They were definitely having something. Possibly came in little packets.
Yeah, for sure. Steve Bonnar has been working on some, I presume, cults. I don't know what these are. They're Necromunda minis, right?
There's a lot of
Scouts?
It may be like some
cultists?
wolf.
What are these supposed to be, Steve? What are you using them as? I mean, they look great. I mean, that looks cool as well. I don't know what they are, but they're cool. They look like Infinity. They might be Infinity.
I suppose they could be, actually,
yeah. More dudes. Right. I don't know. What are you working? What game are you playing? Playing 4D chess, I think that's what it is.
Definitely seeing some like 40k bits.
Yeah, there's bolter and chainsaws.
Chainsaws, power fists. You know.
Yeah. Are these scouts?
I'm guessing this is like some sort of space wolf army. Possibly not from Games Workshop. It might be that bits of this is 3D printed, like they're inspired buys.
Yeah, maybe. It looks like the heads are definitely plastic.
Those are Catachans.
Yeah.
Because they've got about 3 details.
Oh, there you go.
That's 40k cult and militia or Imperial Guard. These are void 1.1 plastics with 40k. Okay.
Right, okay. So militia for 30k. Nice. That's cool. What product number do they have?
Brilliant.
Nice work, man. Very cool. Looks like you got quite a lot on your plate. How many miniatures are you working on right now? That's a lot.
Gotta be somewhere in sort of high 30s.
Yeah, probably. And then obviously you got these 2 battle bots as well. I love these. 200 minis. What's Void 1.1? What's that? Tell me about that. Quick fly through Resolution Monday. Vexing Hunter, all of his Grey Knights. Wow, dude. And then you got the Land Raider painted up now, so great job. Great job. Nice. Excellent. Tonight's waking up some Knights. New Year, second army. Very good.
Excellent. Only problem is you've got a Castellan.
Well, yeah. Let's hope they get good. Let's hope they get good.
I hope they get good. So I love mine. It's just, he's no good.
Yeah, and then you got like working on all of the Dark Angels, from everywhere.
Yeah.
Very cool. Why are you tagging me in general?
I love that super old school banner as well.
All right, okay. Someone asked for the source in the Twitch chat. There you go. We're part of the range group. I presume that's about Curse City. So nice, guys. Nice work, everyone.
Yeah, I thought GW had mentioned that.
Yeah, I thought it as well. But it's just obvious, you know.
Yeah, very much.
But that is it. That is everything for today. So thank you very much for hanging out. It's been the 40k show. There's not been that much 40k, but hopefully next week
we'll start seeing some... wasn't very 40k.
Hopefully from next week we'll start seeing some AdMech stuff.
Yes,
I imagine. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I imagine that's what's going to be next. They'll do like a week of like being like, "Hey guys, AdMech are cool, by the way," and then they'll go, "It's Sunday next week. You can pre-order the book. It's been 2 weeks since our last big pre-order," and that's what I imagine what's going to happen. Right.
And Mikey's going to do the entire show in binary canon as well. So
I can add numbers in binary if that helps.
Nice.
Because I used to be an engineer, so you have to use binary when you're doing programming.
This is good.
Still Unsure says, old war game from late 1990s that is reassuring with new rules and product releases. I got 350 28mm power armor minis for 200 quid. But that is very cheap. Very cheap. Nice work. Nice work, dude. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been joined by the lovely Jay.
Yes, you have.
Lovely. I didn't stall that time.
I know. You've had practice, mate. Yeah.
I have had practice.
You've got to get the practice time to fake it. So.
Yeah. But if you don't want to listen to me, if you don't want to listen to me and you want to listen to Jay's lovely, ominous voice with a face, but also more giving painting tips, where can they find you, Jay?
You can find me on twitch.tv/MohawkMiniatures 4 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 p.m. and Saturdays from 11 a.m. And of course, come back here next Monday at 6 o'clock, where you can catch me and Mikey doing some more chat.
You certainly can. And if you don't want to listen to me and Jay, but you want to watch some more Curse City, I'll be live with Georgie on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. We're going to be playing a second mission in our little campaign. If it goes as well as it did before, we'll keep going, because Georgie really enjoyed it, and it sounded like you guys enjoyed it as well.
Nice.
So that is what the plan. We've also got a couple of videos coming out this week. I'm hoping to have a battle report out at the weekend with Orcs versus Blood Angels, where it's me versus Elliot. That got delayed a little bit because of the Drakari Codex, but I'm hoping to get that out this weekend. And also, if you missed it, I'm hoping to get the worst merch submission video out as well. And that's it. That's the plan for this week. Busy week.
I've just seen Desi's chat. What did you call him? A binaric what? Cant. C-A-N-T.
Brilliant.
Death old cant.
So, if you're watching on YouTube, then thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, though, we're going to carry on and pass on the love. We're going to do a raid. I'm not taking suggestions from Jay because he's ruined himself. So we're going to find someone. We're gonna watch a stream. We're gonna have a look what they're doing. We're gonna say hello, and if they answer and it looks cool, we'll drop you off there. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll go and spread some love. So I'm just looking. I'm looking at like praise the sun. There's more time for paint. This person says. Let's just pause the music.
What, are they painting by daylight?
I presume so. What are they painting?
Could be. Yeah, J7's on, Hobby Room's on.
Psy Squig. Praise the sun, there's more time for painting. Come chat with me. He's got some cool little tanks.
Yeah, even stuff. I like it.
Painting
also, head tattoos. Like it.
Yeah, shall we rate this guy?
Yeah, do it, man. It's got 3 viewers. Sort him right.
Don't go over yet. Let's see if he says
I like
hello.
how out of those 3 viewers, because he's got the emote icon things on the screen, see one of them is himself.
Yeah.
Rumbled.
Hellstorm, how you doing?
He said, Hellstorm, how you doing?
Things going.
He seems nice. He's painting a cool Skaven thingy. We'll raid this guy.
It's a Poison Wind Globadier.
Ah, well, there you go. How'd you know that?
See, I know Warhammer. I don't know Sigma. I know Warhammer.
What's his name? Squig.
Cool rat, don't worry.
Um,
Did you get any of those?
let's pause that. Let's play that. So we're going to raid this guy, so make sure you tune in if you can. And if you can't, that's okay. Just go and say hello and then piss off afterwards. That's basically what happens anyway. That's okay. It's normal.
Pretty
It's what you do. But if you could go and say hello, that would be really cool of you. He's got 1 viewer. I'm sure it'll make his day. And it literally costs you saying hello, dropping some emotes, and then pissing off afterwards. But otherwise, check out Jay tomorrow. Check out Curse City on Wednesday. And enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye now.
Take care. Peace out.